wrong shit and fuck you for life. Now,
Man, that shit can
they
be
used,
completely fucked up and be not even really what they
yeah,
say it is.
yeah, bro. See, it was these white boys at U of H. I remember this shit like it was yesterday. They was selling. They didn't call it Molly or ecstasy. It was called MDMA. MDMA, which is the shit that they use to make you feel like that. Matter of fact, psychiatrists used to use that shit for motherfuckers so they can open their mind up and make them talk. That's a fact. They would give these people that shit and they would open up, like literally open up and tell them all their business, all their hidden stories and everything. Uh, who
They
was talking?
use that shit in war too, Drip. You catch the enemy, and they would
No
give them
shit.
certain things. Absolutely.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I knew
I'm
I
telling
wasn't
you.
tripping.
Yeah, but Drip, but what you saying is right. Nobody is solving anything. It's like, man, you doing this stuff. You in America. You doing this stuff. You
Fact.
whatever reason you did it, it's like, all right, you did it. But I tell you what, anybody that told her don't do it or told Puffy, let's keep it on Puffy, right? On Diddy. They told him, man, you need to lay off of this stuff. You need to quit doing that. He said, man, I'm grown. You know how many times you been on this panel and people say, I'm grown and I do what the hell I want to do, but they don't want the consequences.
Watch this. Reese, you said Diddy had Molly in his eye drops. Watch this. Did y'all see the episode of Snowfall when old boy that was the crazy guy? What's his name? He had the whole goddamn apartment sold up. That boy put eye drops in his eye and was high as a kite. I'm telling you,
Yeah, the
bro.
eye drop shit been a thing, man. They've been getting
Nah,
high
I'm
for
just
that shit.
saying though. What she's saying is true. Like having Molly in the
Yeah,
eye
that's a
drop is
fact.
way more shit than that. Yeah.
All
She
facts.
telling you, bro. Like that shit been out since the 70s, 80s.
Hey,
But what she's saying is true as fuck. Like I'm telling you, boy, put the eye
hey,
drop in there and got to tweaking. He was
hey,
tweaking.
hey, Drip, welcome to America.
America to America. Yeah. So
Yeah, I'm like, man, you make a choice and then things go left and now you complain. Which one is it? Do you want somebody to control you and tell everybody, get off of social media, tell you how to raise your children, tell you all these things? No, you don't want that. You want the upside. As long as everything turns out great for you, then you're good. But when things go left, I'm blaming, like right now, I'm going to blame Daryl. Daryl, me talking to you on the phone, man, you corrupted me, brother. And I shouldn't have done that. Man, I
did
was
that
seemed
too.
like the
And it's
biggest
all
fool
black
on the
women's
planet.
fault.
They said
Yeah,
that too the
yeah,
other day. That's
yeah,
crazy.
yeah. So why would you keep blaming people? We in America because we all grown. We do what we want to do. As long as the upside, I listen to Daryl. I'm growing and I'm doing whatever. I'm cool. But if my stuff start to decline, now I'm gonna blame Daryl. No, you in America. You made a choice. Be an adult. Because I'm tired of all you jokers talking about I'm grown. Don't nobody tell me what to do.
Uncle,
Live with it.
Uncle,
Welcome to America.
Uncle Stan, don't
American tradesman. It's
like
called MDMA. He said MDNA.
hey, hey,
It's
Stan,
MDMA.
you gotta think about it like this, right? It's not only Daryl that you blaming, right? Because Daryl ain't nothing but the father. Daryl, he ain't shit. You feel what I'm saying? Daryl the one ain't never been there for real, right? Boom. So you not just blaming Daryl, right? Now you wanna your father ain't shit. Now ain't all black women ain't shit. Yeah.
Damn. A lot of
That's
veins
the
in your
next
eyes.
I'm
Yeah.
trying to tell
Hmm.
you. I'm trying to tell you. That's what's got the next right at there.
Hey, hey, Drip, real quick,
Peace.
and
That's facts.
I'm
Right.
a, I'm a, I'm gonna let the blade here.
Hey,
So,
party
Drip,
people.
What up,
when
Chanel?
hey Chanel, good afternoon, sweetheart. Hey, but Drip, watch this. Now, I never done an illegal drug a day in my life. Then I get it, and I meet up with you and Daryl, and y'all on that gas, that Zy, right? So I
Oh,
dated myself for
that's for sure.
saying gas, and then I smoke this shit, and I'm wilding out. I blame you guys.
Nah, fuck that.
You know, man, it's like
No,
I'm
you can't
blaming
do
you.
that. I ain't put a gun
Watch
on
this.
here so you smoke this up.
Watch this. That's what I'm telling you. That's how easy this shit is, right? In America, you could make a choice. But if I do that, if something go left, it was Drip fault. It was Daryl fault. No, in America, you got a choice. I don't know how in America we think we get two bites of the apple. I'm gonna go in a situation. I know it's not good, and I've never done it. But then when things, like say, if I was doing it and we had a good time, I ain't blaming y'all. I'm gonna say, bro, we had a good time. But if I do it and next I'll get in some trouble, and then next I'm gonna blame y'all.
Don't forget about Keisha. The only reason why you thought about hitting it in the first place because Keisha stressed you out. You feel what I'm saying? You forget.
Boy, y'all crazy.
Mr. Stan,
Go ahead, Chanel.
do you think there's is he not on here anymore?
I'm
No.
here. I'm
Oh,
here. I
do
was
you
trying to
think in
read
every
something that's
situation?
coming.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Huh? Go ahead. Go ahead.
Go ahead,
Go
I
ahead.
just
Chanel.
was gonna ask your opinion. Do you think in every situation people have a choice?
Damn,
That would that would
before you put yourself
that
in that situation.
that's a disingenuous question
It's
because
loaded. It's super
yeah,
loaded.
that shit loaded. Because in certain situations, if I kidnap you, I put a weapon to your head and all that. That's a loaded question. Give me a scenario, please.
Chanel, you there?
Yeah, give me a scenario.
About choices
Yes.
or decisions?
No, no. He said give him a scenario
Example of a
of yeah. There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause no, of
um.
course, not every situation. No, because if I grab you and snatch you and put you in the trunk of your car, you don't have a choice.
So that's what I was gonna say. Like
Okay.
people um make a decision to do something that maybe they know is dangerous or probably not gonna have a favorable outcome, like going to the south side of Chicago and thinking that you might not come up missing. Uh, sorry. Or if something happens to you, then people will say, okay, well, she was dressed this way or she was having a certain behavior, and we told her don't go over there, but she went over there anyways. The way I look at it is, whoever committed a crime against her, whatever that might be, that's the only person that we should be having smoke for. I can go into the most dangerous area of the world. At the end of the day, the perpetrator is the one that did something. It isn't on me to reevaluate. Oh, well, I made a bad decision because I went over there. They told me it's not safe. At the end of the day, safe or not, nobody has a right to violate you or attack you or any of those things. But that's why I was asking.
Well, let me give you another example because I'm gonna keep it on the man, right? So I said we in America, you can do whatever the hell you want to do. If I'm talking to Drip on the damn phone. And and then I say, hey Drip, because first of all, if I'm moving around, right, I say, Drip, I gotta go get this money out the ATM. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm gonna have my strap and I'm gonna have somebody with me. So with my jewelry on and whatever, right? I'm telling you, the only thing the right you got is to mitigate the risk. But if I decide I ain't talking to nobody, I'm gonna leave my pew pew at the house, and I'm gonna go at 3 o'clock in the morning in this neighborhood, and I get assaulted. Yeah, the person that assaulted me is wrong, but why do I want to wait until somebody give me a pumpkin head when I know that I can mitigate the risk? Either I can do it later, or I can have somebody else with me. Everything that you do in life, it's upsides and downsides, right? In America, only in America that we think we got the right to do whatever the heck we want to do. And then when something happened to you, I don't know why that happened to me. Yeah, the law is gonna prosecute the people, but already you gone. You got a pumpkin head. You in a coma. And now you got your family worrying about you. I'm telling you, that's why I love America, because we can do whatever the hell we want to do. Well, I shouldn't have. Well, you shouldn't have been out there with that jewelry. Some people say, man, you should do whatever you want to do. When you get that pumpkin head and you get that they get that thing put to the back of your head, you're gonna wish you never done it.
Mm.
It's your choice. The choice is yours. We're in America.
At the end of the day, like you keep saying, we're in America. We
Yeah.
have all these rules and regulations and things of that nature. I get that. But at the end of the day, the only person I'm going to hold responsible for anything, I'm not the reason I got attacked. Never. If someone decides to attack me, I'm not the cause.
That's them either being crazy, losing control of their emotions, whatever it is. I'm still not going to say this person over here attacked me, violated me, whatever it is, robbed me, and I had something to do with it. I absolutely don't have anything to do with someone else's savage behavior. So if they take it upon themselves to be a savage and, unalive me or shoot me or whatever it is, fill in the blank, because I went somewhere, it's ludicrous to think that I had any type of involvement with the perpetrator.
Who
They're making that determination, not me.
who is
They're
blaming
making
that person? Be
I'm sorry,
wiser and understand you're gonna take risk in life. You
sir.
decide to
I'm
take
not
that
saying
risk.
I'm not saying you aren't taking a risk. I'm only saying that none of the responsibility of a person who attacks me, violates me, hits me, whatever it is, unalives me, that has nothing to do with me. That is a decision they are making. Yes, I'm making a decision to go over here, but like you said, welcome to America. I should be able to make a decision to go anywhere and not have someone violate me. I know we don't live in that world, but what I'm saying is I just think we need to stop with giving that person some sort of out because, oh, you made a bad decision. No, they made a bad decision. The people that attacked me, not me.
Who's giving somebody an out? We talking about solutions. Hey, mitigating your risk. Mitigating your risk. My children, and they're grown, when they moving around and they're married, and when they moving around, when I'm moving around, same thing in the military. Hey, I'm going here and all this. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. Hey, I'm checking in. I got friends. We say, hey man, I'm ready to go. When Drip was going to Vegas, he hit me up, bro. I'm ready to go. What's wrong with that? But if you don't do it, nobody's blaming him if something happens to him. We trying to get to solutions, so because the world is getting wickeder and wickeder and evil and more evil, I'm trying to just talk to the people that I care about. If you want to just be whatever, man, I don't know. In America, we think we so safe and we so wonderful here. And anytime somebody talk about solutions, then somebody can say, "Well, I should be able to do what the hell I want to do." You can, and we'll see you in a pine box in a minute.
Hmm.
It doesn't matter. Man, we in America. We trying to come up with solutions, just like we said. And male or female, if something going on, pull the fire alarm. It doesn't matter because the first responders must show up. It's not a maybe, not calling your buddy, not calling your brother, not calling your husband, not calling your wife. They must respond. That's the immediate response
So
and leave that elevator alone.
So,
Um,
Mr. Tan, y'all all make a
yes,
decision to be in the military, right? So, once you make that decision, I guess you've already mitigated your level of being endangered or whatever the case may be. But we would never say to a veteran or a veteran's family, "Hey, you went and you fought or whatever it is in what Pakistan or whatever." We would never
you,
say if that person was unalived, then
yeah,
they did something. We wouldn't say that. We would
no,
say the enemy, the people that violated that person is no
listen,
longer alive, is the
listen.
only person that is responsible. Because I made a decision to go fight for my country, it's not my fault that I
Uh,
end up unalived. It's
I'm
someone else's fault. It's not me.
I'm glad you put the
What?
military in it. I'm glad you put the
It's not
military in
my
it.
fault. It's not.
No, listen.
Hold on, wait. What? All right,
Go
so
ahead, Trey,
you
and
I
I
disagree
come
too,
behind
Trey.
you.
you signed up to go to war. Like that's literally what you signed up for. This was your
Everybody
decision.
didn't sign
Your
up to go to
no, no, no,
war.
no, no, no. Your decision was to sign up to
Hmm.
protect.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? By any means necessary.
Hmm.
That means protect by any means necessary. That
Hmm.
means losing your own life. You signed up for it. How
So
is that
who's
not
responsible for
your
that?
fault?
Who's responsible for someone
You.
I
killing
feel
or
like
Facts.
the
unaliving
person who
me?
put themselves in that situation responsible. Like
So
if
I'm
you would,
responsible for my death because somebody else was being a
yeah,
crazy savage. Okay.
because it's the same way in the streets. If you
Are
gang
you
bang, you got to know the price for gang banging. This ain't no joke. You know what I'm saying? You gang bang, drip. How many people on a daily basis say, I feel sorry for King Von. I feel sorry for Young Dolph. I feel sorry for all of these street niggas that's dead now.
Hmm.
Don't nobody say the list. The baby mama that was smashing a nigga. or the nigga mama and cousin. But for the most part, we know Vine. We know these niggas are demons.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, I love him as an artist. Got mad love for him. When I heard he died, only thing I could think of was smoking on that Tuka, right?
Smoking on that
Mm-hmm.
Tuga. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So it's cool for you to
Mm-hmm.
drop somebody kid, somebody drop you, and I'm supposed to cry for you? No, my nigga. You gang bang, you pay the price. I feel the same way about the military. As a matter of fact,
Thank
without
you.
me speaking too much into shit,
Thank
I
you,
had
Derek.
got into it with one of my exes. Never, I had got into it with somebody who was in the military, and
Mm-mm.
my argument with them was y'all do more gangster shit than niggas on the streets. Because she was saying, well, I don't. Sorry, this person was saying I don't like Donald Trump, and I was saying, but if Donald Trump gave you a lawful command as the chief executive, you had to do what the fuck he say. You couldn't
You're gonna
go. I forget
follow.
what they call it. You couldn't go AWOL, right? You would be arrested for that type of shit.
You're gonna
You
follow
can't say,
orders.
well, I think I just want to go back home now. No, that's called going AWOL. There's a punishment for that. So yeah, Stan is right. You
You
know what I'm
have
saying?
to get
You can't just
discharged
do the
either
fuck you want to do.
dishonorably or honorably. That's the only way
That's
you going
that's a
home.
fact. That's a super
Not
fact.
not when you in the act of war. It's treason. But let's
Oh
go
yeah, you
back
ain't
to
never
the
going
military.
home.
It go to the military scenario. So we do a lot of stuff that you civilians that y'all ain't safe right now. We try to mitigate. I've never heard on anything, and maybe I'm wrong, right? I'm talking about modern times, that whether it been in 2004 when it kicked off, and then Iraq, we ain't never blamed the enemy on anything. That soldiers, they give them their honors and they go home. They go home. I like real home sending. I'm like, so when did we say, hey, it's the soldiers' fault or the enemy's fault? Man, we just go out and we conduct business. But I'm telling you, we don't want to ever get to a solution and mitigate and what we doing. Daryl, he got his family. He said certain things I don't do anymore. What's wrong with having that conversation? Hey, Drip said the things he used to do, he don't do anymore. He got his nephew. And I'm telling you, what's wrong with having that conversation? See, because I'm telling you, when you don't care until you get hit in the head with a brick and talking about I got my rights. And the only right you really got in America, and y'all gonna find out in the next 6, 7 months, only right you have is to shut the fuck up. All this legislation that's passing through, all this comfort, and y'all think y'all can run your mouth. Y'all ain't seen the censorship going all over the damn screens. I'm telling you, just stop this rapping and capping. I'm not telling a woman because she has some short skirt on and this and that. Hey, well, I'll tell Daryl. Daryl say, hey, man, I got to go do this, man. Bruh, let me cash app you, bro. Don't go to that ATM at 3 o'clock in the morning, bro. I can tell him that. He said, bro, I got you. And, man, tomorrow morning, man, I'll send it back to you. What's wrong with coming up with solutions? He can do it, but what if something happened to him out there? Doing something he don't have to do. We're trying to get to the point where we're trying to get solutions and stop thinking you're in America, you can do what the hell you want to do, which you can't. And that's why people in America are nothing but sheeps. You don't
Um,
care.
I was about to say to answer a question too. Say, how do you take accountability if you're unalive? I don't know if you understand or not, but you took that accountability before you were unalive, ma'am. Um, I'm just saying.
So if y'all's duty was to go and deliver a death notice to a soldier, are you gonna still say and think this was the soldier's fault? You gonna tell the mom and the dad or the family members this was their fault, or we don't ever say that it's the enemy's fault. It's just something that happened. Of course not. So this idea, all this gaslighting, I really cannot. We can place. It is
That's like
okay to
you put
place the
yourself in a
blame
war zone.
on
You
the
put yourself in a
perpetrator.
war zone.
It
You put
is
yourself in
okay.
a war zone. You signed up.
No, no. It is okay to blame the person that caused this death for causing the death. That is a fact. So
Yeah, well, I'm
our
gonna tell you what.
misconception that
It all
Well,
depends on
in
the
a different
situation.
scenario or in
That
some
depends on the
scenario,
situation.
because they made a decision to go somewhere, then they're responsible for
Hey,
someone else's behavior. Like, stop. Y'all
hey,
gotta
Drip.
stop.
If
Hey,
you
Drip.
go to the
Wait a
military,
minute, Trey. Wait a minute, Trey. Give me 1 second. Drip.
Right.
Watch this.
Yes, sir.
Who in the hell ever said it was somebody's fault? We didn't say it was Cassidy's fault. We said Diddy is a monster. We were just breaking down because you were going through the thing. If people would shut the fuck up long enough and listen to the guy that fell in love with Cassidy and listen to the security guard that didn't do his damn job, which was a man. He could have stopped that before it even happened. And I'm telling you, nobody said nothing about fault. And when we do the death notice, I'm telling you this: thank you for their honorable service, and thank you. And we hand them the flag. When I'm telling you, civilian, when I've been out there, when your dumb ass, goddamn, retarded ass son was out there bullshitting, playing around, and got murked. And he caused some other people to die. And guess what? We still give them honor. Because guess what? Because we cover that bullshit up. So don't come at the military. You need to stay in the world that you live in, that you've been in, and that you don't have a clue on. Nobody said it was nobody's fault. We were just talking about when you put yourself in certain situations and then you add substance, it enhances it. That's the only thing we was talking about. Nobody was talking about fault, guilt, or whatever. We were just talking about how to keep yourself out of situations. I don't know what you be listening to or other people in the
I was
chat.
talking about
Nobody ever said no, it was nobody's fault, man.
the
I think she just
conversation
asked a
when
question.
when I started. Yeah, my thing was, does
I don't
everyone
know.
always have a choice?
Mhm.
And you guys said to me, yes, you're making a decision to do something, whatever that might be. So I gave my scenario about the south side of Chicago and saying, yeah, if I'm in a situation, someone's telling me this is dangerous, and yet I still put myself in that situation, all I'm saying is, yes, I could have made a different decision, but I didn't. And just because I didn't, I'm not at fault for something someone else did. That's the question that I was really kind of asking at the beginning, or really what I'm
the
getting at.
craziest shit I ever heard. What
Okay.
a bull?
All right. So something
That,
happens to
Let's
you, your
just
mom,
keep it
your child.
respectful though. Let's just keep it
Okay.
respectful. Let's keep it respectful. Let's keep it
I'm,
respectful.
I'm just saying, right? So boom, right? All right. So you know you're not supposed to go to this side of town, but just because you feeling rebellious, you want to go to this side of town, and when something happened to you, it's not your fault. So whose fault is it? You know you wasn't supposed to be over there.
The perpetrator,
Okay.
whoever did something to me, that's whose fault it is in every scenario.
So
It
wait,
doesn't
so wait,
matter
so
if they
wait, so
do it
wait.
to my father.
Shadell,
Go.
Go
Shadell,
ahead.
hold on. So you saying if you go to a bad neighborhood in Chicago, knowing people getting deleted every fucking day for nothing, or just on the playground, just on the block, whatever, and you take your ass to this bad block, knowing it's rough, you ain't gonna have no accountability in it.
Cause she like some little boy. Out of here,
You
man.
I
ain't gonna
can.
have no type of. I mean,
I'm
I'm
never
just being
gonna
for real, for real.
blame anyone but the perpetrator.
No, I'm
It's not
I'm
gonna
saying no, no,
change.
no,
I'm
no, no.
not.
Listen to me.
Mm,
Listen to me.
okay.
They're telling you don't go here.
Hmm.
The place is hot, swarm with people with guns and all this old crazy stuff. And you take your happy ass over there with no type of remorse, no type of nothing, no type of feeling, no type of safety, precaution, none of that. And you don't have no type of accountability in there for real. That's wild. Like
Okay.
they telling you that it's a bad place and you go anyway and you think you're supposed to just be exempt. I'm
Okay.
just asking. I'm just asking. I'm asking.
No, I'm never gonna change my answer.
Okay. I
I
mean, that's
said
Hey,
cool.
Drip.
before, you can have your freedom of, choice or whatever, and you may make a really detrimental choice, detrimental to your whole life. Yes, you for whatever reason made that horrible decision. But at the end of the day, if I'm unalive because I made this poor decision, has absolutely nothing to do with me. It has only to do
Wow.
with that person. I'm not saying that I should have done that. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying if something happens to me, it's not my fault that someone else attacked me. Simply because no matter no matter what street I walk down, whether I'm walking somewhere in River Oaks or whatever, it doesn't matter. Those people who held the trigger and did something to me, unalive me, they're the people that are at fault. I can take full
Now
responsibility
we
that I
know
should have
that, but you don't
listened.
have no type of fault in that because you
I
went
don't think
over there.
anyone. Okay.
I'm just saying there are bad places that you need not to go. Okay, prime
No,
example.
no, I
Because
was
we
about
both
to.
from Houston. Hold on, Trey. We both from Houston. Now, Chanel, we know Bissonnette is rough, right?
Hmm.
So you bring your ass down Bissonnette, and you don't think nobody gonna try to stop you and pay for that thing, and they harass you. You don't have no accountability in that.
Like I said, it's not going to change for me. I'm always going to only blame the perpetrator, but I will always say, yeah, people should make better choices. Obviously, they should make
That's
better choices.
accountability, though. That's what I'm saying.
I'm not holding someone who was attacked accountable for someone attacking.
No, I'm saying you don't have no accountability in that. Like you
Oh,
don't have no
okay.
type of accountability in that.
Not if someone attacked me
You for
personally,
yourself.
but
That's
hmm,
okay.
Hey, Drip.
So
Yes,
the
sir.
but
way I
it's
look
fine.
at it,
It's
Hey,
right,
fine.
Drip.
I don't have to
Artifacts
agree.
want you to
It's
drop the
fine.
link for him.
Oh
I
my
was
bad. Just
about to
Look,
reading
say.
the super chat too.
this
Yeah.
the way I look at it, right, Drip.
Yeah.
If oh my bad, you got a super chat. Go ahead, my nigga. My bad.
Nah, go ahead, Demon. I'm gonna read it just a second. Go ahead.
So I want to get two scenarios, right? It's like when we go to like when I'm on the West Coast specifically, if I'm in Cali, you will never catch me wearing red. You never catch me wearing blue
Facts.
because I respect niggas hoods. You feel me? And I
Your ass
respect the
raw. That's for
culture.
sure.
Yeah, it don't matter how tough I am or how quick I am to squeeze. It's always another nigga that's also tough and that's also
Mm-hmm.
squeezed. Now I go to the situation with PNB Rock. And I
Mm-hmm.
remember I got a lot of backlash for saying he got what he deserved, bro. You go into a chicken and wild, I mean Roscoe's, that's known where niggas get robbed. Niggas in their own hood getting robbed over there, right? You show up, you order $30 worth of food, so a basic little chicken and waffle plate, but you wearing nigga $200,000 in diamonds on them. What do you think was gonna happen when you pull up in a neighborhood that's full of poverty? Right down the street, they got millionaires buying all kinds of shit, and you got 200,000 around your wrist. Now to Chanel point, yeah, he did no wrong technically, but to the overall point that we making is if you don't wash your own ass, who gonna cover it for you? And when he went into that building, what I will argue, Stan, and I always argue to his fans, if he had left his jewelry on the Mercedes Benz dashboard, he'd be alive today. But he was stunting in a neighborhood where he didn't call and check in. Drip, we heard about that. He didn't check in with the OGs. That's a big thing in Houston. When you niggas don't check in with
Yeah.
Jay Prince down there, that's a
Yes,
fact.
sir. Bro,
So I'm
Go
saying
Yayo
you gotta
just was
move a
robbed, Demon.
certain way, dog. You gotta move
That
a
boy
certain
Go
way.
Yayo. That boy Go Yayo was just robbed in Cali, bro. Bro was chilling with his broad on
Bro,
his
you see what happened
birthday.
with Sauce Walker and his partner?
Yeah. And look, that was in Memphis. A lot of niggas don't even tell y'all about their ass getting robbed in goddamn California because they keep that shit to themselves because that shit was fucked up. But they got that boy literally in Bel Air. Boy sitting out there, big chain on, big watch and everything, slacking, off the oil, leaning, off the Zy, tweaking. Nigga walked up on that boy. Then it was 1 o'clock in the morning. They walked up on that boy and was like, bro, you know what it is.
But see, Drip,
That's all you got to do.
that's why DDG moved from LA to Calabasas. Because he
Mm.
said, even though he from Pontiac, Michigan, he said, bro, LA a different culture because
Yeah.
everywhere it looked nice, and even in the hood it looked decent.
Yeah.
But it's real dangerous around
It's,
that joint.
it's
You feel me?
grimy. Yeah, that's facts.
Like he was saying, niggas on his block wasn't even rappers. They were just regular people, and they was suffering break-ins damn near on a weekly basis, bro.
Yeah, that's facts.
You feel me?
That's
So he
facts.
had to move to where the white people, no racist shit, but he had to move
Yeah.
to Calabasas where it's a certain type of, you know what I'm saying,
It
community
is
and
what it
shit.
is. Yeah.
That's just what it is. To me, that's accountability.
Hey, hey, Drip, real quick, so you can get back to the video. I'm gonna just tell you this, man, and I've talked to you often this, man. Transitioning back to this crazy ass world, right? See, because I know Americans got to think they got the right, and then they do something and they end up with a pumpkin head or end up in a coma or in a box. But I'm gonna tell you this: in the military, whether it's CONUS or OCONUS, right? meaning overseas or stateside, right? They put you on a blacklist, a company on a blacklist. If you go to that place, that establishment, they will hold that soldier accountable, right? They will hold them accountable, right? That's the one place that I know of that they hold you accountable. They tell you don't do this. But as Americans, right, outside of that, they think they can do what the hell they want to do without any accountability or any culpability. And we want Americans to think that way because, it is what it is because we want y'all to roam free and keep working, paying your taxes. But that's one place. And I just want to give you that example. When they put a company or a business on a blacklist or a bar or entertainment place, you go there and you've been found there, the military will hold you accountable. They will put your restrict you to base uh, Article 15, take your rank. But in America, we only want the upside. I want to do what we want to do. And that's why America, man, we could fix a lot of things and we won't because we want you to roam free. We want you to keep doing all the stuff you want to do, even
Right.
when it costs.
Hold on real
But
quick. Let me go and
go
read
ahead,
this
bro.
super shit. I ain't want to go that far. Shout out to that boy Mello for the $5 holla. He say you are responsible for every choice that is made, good or bad. That is a fact. I don't know what Chanel talking about, but you think you finna just go walk down Harry Hines and think ain't nothing finna happen? You have lost your damn mind. Even on Skid Row, like you ain't supposed to be over there. Like you gotta hold some type of accountability. Like, are you crazy? Are you local? I don't know.
Bro,
Troy.
yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. You got it.
I was about to say this. I was about to say this accountability situation is this how you can see like certain shit. It's just too far. Like people go too far with it. Like it's just more so like, bro, just taking responsibility for your own actions is not that hard. Like I don't know why people make it seem like it's the hardest thing in the world to do, but it's really not. Like just because somebody did something to you and you didn't do anything back to them, knowing that you wasn't supposed to be in that area in the first place, that's why that happened to you. Because one thing that people don't understand, right? Intuition is a motherfucker. You either gonna listen to it or you not.
Mm.
That moment that you ain't listen to your intuition, what happened? Something
Mm.
happened to your cousin.
Call slipping.
Something happened to your sister. It cost you. When something in your stomach was telling you, get up out of there. But no, niggas just gotta be so hard that they don't even listen to their own gut. It's crazy. And that's
Mm.
just what that's just what it really boiled down to, for real, for real. Them some people just so far gone, they don't even have no gut to listen to.
Mm. Mm, boy.
Yeah. The only thing we're trying to talk about, man, is being more proactive instead of reactive. Why wait until these things happen to you? I mean, it's 2025. Y'all say y'all the smartest people on the planet. So, cool. Be proactive instead of reactive. Well, I went down there and then this happened to me. Fine. When nobody's saying they blaming the person that got assaulted. It's like, man, it's 2025. They telling you alerts all around the world, and you decide to go. Hey, we ain't blaming you, but where's the accountability? You got it right in your hand, and you still decide to do it. You gonna roll the dice on your life, or is your life really that important? Or you think you that Superman, right? That big bad person. We're just trying to get to the point where we're more proactive than reactive. At least that's my point.
Mm. I got you, fam. Let's see. Let's play some more of this video. Hold on. But you know, Stan, I think people who ain't never been in nothing. What up, Kelvin Cook? I think people who ain't never been in nothing, they don't know. They don't really know this. You know what I'm saying? But you got some people that really don't know what they dealing with, Stan. I don't know. It's crazy. Resay that we missing a point. I don't know. What up, Kasim
You
in the
can only be
building?
sheltered as an adult for so long. That's all I'm saying. After a while, you either gonna wake up or you just gonna be sleepwalking. And I can't help it.
Drop the link. Oh shit, my bad. I thought I dropped that motherfucker. My bad. It's your fault. Just exists. Wow, it's your fault. Just exists.
Yeah, Demon was right about PNB Rock though. I mean, what's good with y'all? How y'all doing on the panel? What's up, Shanika? PNB Rock definitely set itself up. Trey on point with his breakdown. Like we a lot of us got too much of an ego and think that we can move how we want to move any place we want to move,
What up,
and
Jay
that's
Billa?
not the case.
Right.
It's just not the case. Even me personally, I moved a lot by myself, right, Drip? I
Yeah.
remember I worked the night shift. I was working a night shift, and niggas was scoping me out in the hood, man. And so they broke into my shit twice, knowing what time I went to work. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
they was plotting on me. I never knew until everything had transpired. Even by you moving by yourself, niggas is still watching you. You get what I'm saying, Shanika? Like you think that because don't nobody know where you going at, the location that you're going, that's still people are still watching you. You know what I'm saying? You got some Grammy motherfuckers out here in the world we live
Right.
in today. I mean, who else you trusted but yourself and your own first judgment?
For
And
sure.
it's said that our own people do it to us. You know what I'm saying? Because we the only ones taking each other out. Um, and it's just the spirit out here is just a vindictive, hating spirit. These dudes, I don't, and they targeting everybody, Shanika, man, woman, child. Like these niggas don't care. They going after anything. You know what I'm saying? We can blame whatever drugs, incarceration, poverty. We can blame all type of shit, but niggas just ain't got the logic out here for you to be trusting. You know what I'm saying? The environment you in. And I'm pretty
Right.
thorough, right?
Right.
But hell, I still don't. You know what I'm saying? Certain places I'm not going to DC
Look, look.
without. You know what I'm saying? Without.
Thero, but not what. And bro, I don't mean to cut you off. But Thero, bro, bro, you can't be perfect, bro.
I agree.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
agree.
It's
And there's
it's
and it, mhm.
always a plot that's a little bit slicker than that can of oil sometimes. But nah, I feel you though. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. Yeah,
It's
see, but I
real.
respect. I respect
Let's get
lands, man.
it.
I respect niggas' lands, man. I really, really,
Let's get
genuinely
it
do because
rich.
I understand the structure.
Right. Hold on, y'all, real quick. Hold on, real quick. Let me bring up shit.
Trip Nation coming to the stage.
Shanigan. Oh shit. Oh shit. Shanigan.
Hello, 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 hello.
Hello.
What it is, what it is.
Hey, Shanika. How you doing,
Hey,
Shanika?
Shanika.
Yes. I'm doing well. How y'all doing?
Hmm.
It's raining
Fair
like a
party,
mug over
but
here, man.
It's raining.
Yeah, log ass.
Hell yeah.
yeah, good.
Oh,
Down
Stay
in
in the
Florida.
house. Stay in the house.
wow. Okay.
so
So we both don't get fired today. I
let's
need
ask
your
let's
help.
ask Shanika that same question that we was just on just now, Stan. If y'all don't mind. The same one that Chanel, you still there?
Mhm.
Chanel,
Yeah, I'm here.
can you ask can you ask or tell Shanika the same thing that you just told
I
everybody
already
about
know what Shanika's point
nah, just nah,
perspective is going to
just
be.
ask her.
It's going to be it's going to be the same as yours
Just
and everybody.
ask the question. It's just a podcast. Good grief.
Hmm.
Come on
So Shanika, if I go to a dangerous part of Chicago, like the South Side of Chicago, and someone has said to me that that's dangerous, you shouldn't go for whatever the reason is, because you might come up missing, or anything could happen to you. You might get robbed, unalived, whatever. And so I decide well, you know what? I really just want to go visit the south side of Chicago. And then I get murked. Are you blaming me or are you blaming, or you do you want me to take accountability or do you want the perpetrator to take accountability? Whose fault is it? Is it the perpetrator's fault or is it the victim's fault?
I mean, essentially, it's both of y'all fault, but um, of course, it could have been avoided if you just
That's what I'm saying. That's the
listened.
accountability part
Like
right there.
I know, like just for example, here in South Florida, you're not gonna catch me outside once it get dark, and that's a fact. Like it's just not safe. Now, can I go somewhere after dark? Absolutely. If I want to, I will. But
In the back of your
I'm
mind,
just
you
not
said
going
that
to.
something could happen.
Yeah, I'm going to take the preventive measures to avoid the situation. But yeah, I feel like accountability has to be had because they're wrong for doing what they're doing, right? So I don't want to make it just seem like it's all your fault for being there. But I'm not gonna say it's all their fault either. Um, I think it's 50-50 because you know that that's a dangerous part of town, and they've even warned you about that. Like, I'm sorry. I mean, yeah, and I know some people, may feel like that's victim blaming, and I mean,
I don't see no victim blaming.
but yeah, like I mean, you have to hold yourself accountable for the fact that you put yourself in certain positions where you may be vulnerable to certain experiences, and if you're not trying to experience that, stay the fuck away from whatever it is. You're not gonna go catch me over in Compton. Hell no, like because you know what I'm saying, like not by myself because I have a homegirl that live over there. She done told me about how they done came, how she had to come up out her shirt one day at the store. I'm not going over there.
Yeah, it's bad over there.
Like, yeah, why would I go? Why would I go? You know what I'm saying? But if it's a situation where the drama comes to me, that's different. But if I go to the drama, I can't get mad at getting caught up in the drama if I went to it.
I'll give you an example why I agree with you, Shanika, right? Like I go in these places 'cause I just like I never been and I'm curious because I'm new to Illinois. But Michi grew up here in Chicago. So anything with like BD territory or GD territory or like them Latina niggas, you feel me? She just stay away from that shit because they always at war. And it's super easy to get caught up in that shit. You know what I'm saying? Even like I told her when I put up on O Block, it was 1,000 niggas strapped over there. I didn't feel safe. That's a fact. If them niggas wanted to rob me or take me out, they had all opportunities. That's a super fact.
A
Okay,
super
so
Yeah. It was
fact.
completely
real quick
dangerous.
for y'all talking about the victim blaming because that's crazy to me how I said 50-50, but y'all still looking at it as I'm saying 100% victim, and that's cool. But I want to know if Becky walk up to you and call you the hard ER and you punch her in her face, who fault is that?
Damn.
Oh, you're right. It's your fault because you should have walked away and let her say whatever she wanted to you because you grown. I got it. You're right. You're right. You're
They
right.
go crazy, right?
Child.
You're right. You're right. That makes sense. That's common sense.
Why are we not asking the perpetrators to make different choices? Stop being criminals. Stop being assholes. Stop being jerks. Why
So
is it
I'm a,
always?
so,
I think that's what the people are trying to say in the chat. It's beyond me. Why we can say
Look
that
up the definition of the word, please.
the person that murked me is 50-50 in terms of accountability or whatever the word you want
Nah,
to use
but
for
but
today.
Chanel, we just trying to tell you
I'm
if they
unalive.
warned you don't
It's
go over there, you gonna go against the warning?
crazy work.
I mean,
That's what I'm
I
saying.
just
If they
I'm not
warned
gonna
you
try
don't
to
go there and you go
I
anyway, how is that
understand.
victim blaming?
I've been saying since the beginning. Have I
I
not
mean,
said
I'm just
14
saying, like,
times?
it don't make no sense to me that you think that you exempt and you think you goddamn invincible.
No, it's not
I
that
don't see
that's what
that.
I
I don't
think. I'm
see
just only saying that we need to hold the perpetrator. That's the person that
see that.
unalived me.
But
who
So
no,
said we
Chanel, I don't
didn't?
think we even
I'm
talking
not
about the perpetrator though. That's what
50-50.
I'm saying. I don't really think we even trying to put him in the mix. We just saying as a human being,
It's both of
if
y'all
you
fault.
go somewhere that you shouldn't be and something happens, then I mean, I'm sure the first thing they're going to say is, "Well, why in the hell was she over there?" I'm
Hey,
sure.
Drip, think about it this way, because I got the video of me smoking in front of Parkway Gardens on O Block, just chilling, right? Now imagine
Yeah,
if
you
I
would.
have messed around and got my ass shot over there. First thing y'all would have asked is why is
Why
this
though?
nigga
What
Daryl
you
on
did
O
to
Block?
That's a fact.
Exactly. That's
Like
the
And
first
I,
nigga,
thing that niggas would have said.
I know I
that's the
would have
first
said
thing
it
y'all
for
would
sure.
have asked.
doing
Like,
over
fuck
there,
is he doing over
especially if
there?
you
He
don't
he
have
live
any
in Lake
legitimate
County.
business. You don't have no legitimate business for being in this rough part of Chicago. You're just curious and want to go sightseeing. And these
I
people have
literally went
warned
over
you
there.
that that's a very dangerous area and they will murk you. And then you still
That's
go
a fact.
anyway and want to say it's not my fault that I got murked.
Yeah,
That's
that's
wild,
I went over
crazy.
there. I smoked the
That's
blunt right in front of the
wild.
building, chilling. Now, if them niggas had robbed me, because I had my iPad, you see, I got my shit recording and shit right
Yeah.
in front of Parkway Garden. But like I said, and all them niggas outside strapped, all
Oh
of
yeah, they
them.
definitely got the blicky.
You feel me? So I was looking around like, damn, these niggas low key around this bitch tight.
Mm.
You feel me? Even when I was parked right there, Drip, security got on my ass. They was like, hey, cuz, what you doing here? I'm like, I'm
Yeah,
just
they
here to
trying to get
visit,
you up
bro.
out of
So,
there. Yeah,
so
that's
Yeah,
let
true.
me
that's low
ask.
key what he said. I was like, hey, I'm like, ain't this where King Von grew up at? He like, yeah, but what you doing here? I said, I'm just here, you know what I'm
So
saying? You know what I'm saying? Smoking and see the sights. He said, ain't nothing to see around here, dog. Move your car. I had to walk back to the garden. Like, I had to park somewhere else. That
Bro,
nigga like,
that's
fuck
just
on,
like
bro.
Nipsey
Demons.
Hussle mural, bro. That's like Nipsey Hussle mural. People get deleted in front of their mural.
Mm-hmm.
They tell you don't go over there. It's in a rough part of the hood. You take your ass over there trying to go sightseeing and get your ass hit. They
It's
just
on
Demon,
told
you
you
went
the
to the
Sunset.
same
hood
old
so
mate.
so I have car
instead
insurance
of
on
the
my car.
downtown.
Is that me living in fear? Because I got car insurance to protect me in case something happened. Is that me living in fear? Or is that me being prepared,
Prepared.
making a smart
Proactive.
decision ahead of time? Like, I don't understand that. Like, how can you sit there and walk into a crazy situation and then be surprised when something crazy happened to you?
I walked into a gunfight.
These people so
It's his
crazy. I
fault that
just
I'm dead,
couldn't
though.
believe it. Like they said they was crazy, and I just wanted to cause I ain't believe it. But these people is really crazy, and it's not my fault. It's they. Yeah, that's how.
I went over into the hood where they known for murking people,
Come on now.
and it's
And was
their
mad that I
fault
called
that
a
I got
stray.
murked.
That's
Good
crazy.
luck.
I love it. I love it.
That's wild. I ain't
That I
gonna lie.
mean, this is why I feel like, right? It's like, and it's one thing I learned a long time ago is people confuse freedom of speech, Drip, with freedom from consequences. They think that because we have a Second Amendment that says, you know, you can do what you want basically and say what you want, that means that there's not gonna be no consequences. Like I can come to Houston today, and to Chanel's point, I'm not breaking the law if I say fuck Jay Prince, fuck Rap a lot. But guess what? There will be repercussions, immediate repercussions, if not deadly
Lana,
ones. What?
Lana,
So
you
that
reaching. If you
exact.
go on
I'll
vacation,
go
you're
ahead.
not
I'll
gonna
answer your
research the
question.
area that you going to before you go. People just go places and don't even look into it. You know, you could go to
Yeah, that's wild. Especially you
Passports
take
be
y'all
your ass
win,
to
y'all
expired all
got
the
it.
California with this
time.
bullshit, boy. That's boy. Look,
Y'all got it, because I've seen people go visit Mexico and they don't pulled them things out on them. Like, you got to know where you're going. You can't just go somewhere random and just walk
The
around doing whatever
passport,
you want
the
to do. Like,
passport bros been dying at a rapid increase. All them
believe
I
me,
niggas
don't
going to
just go
Brazil
anywhere.
and dying.
yeah, that's
The niggas
wild.
I've
going to
never just
Thailand
went
and
somewhere
dying.
I ain't never been and never looked into it
Wow.
to see what type of neighbor. That's just like moving it. When you moving as a black person, you got to be careful what neighborhoods you move in. You just gonna go move around a whole bunch of people that don't like you. Then you come back and your house burnt up because you
Wow.
didn't research where you was going. You went and moved
Talk
to a
to him.
sundown town, and you ain't care. But it's their fault that you moved into a sundown town. Got it.
Mhm.
Got it.
I think
Ain't nobody
Got
to
it.
look at but yourself. You need to hold yourself accountable after that.
These
Because if
people
Nah,
people
ain't
are
no
already
so.
holding
tried to
me
warn
accountable.
you,
It's always your fault. It's never my fault. What happens to me is your fault every time.
Yes, every time. Yep, because these people
Don't
is
blame
crazy.
me. Blame
And
you.
I I ain't
Mm.
got nothing to do with this because all I wanted to do was enjoy myself. I wasn't even trying to do all that for real, for real. And for y'all to really try like for real, like I ain't even like, yeah.
damn.
No, I know a trip. I had a similar story. Like I had a homeboy who went to DC, right? And he chose his own liaison. He figured, oh, I can find a thorough nigga in the streets and I'll be safe when I'm the nigga that he know from DC, right? So he went along and went with a nigga that got 9 bullet holes in him. You know what I'm saying? He ended up finding out what the real streets of DC is like. And don't turn back at me looking at like nigga, I could have warned you, nigga. I could have warned you Southeast was terrible, nigga. But you wanted to go over there with a so-called feral nigga who, you know what I'm saying, snaked you out. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead over there. Let them niggas snake you out.
You want
Hmm.
you want to go to the basketball court and every last one of your mans playing basketball out in the hood that you ain't never been to. Oh, you dumb.
Are you done?
Oh, you dumb.
Crazy.
Niggas, man, listen, it's cool to go play basketball, but listen, I'm trying to tell you, I don't care where you go. You better have one or two just standing back for real, for real. Man, that's
Especially in Baltimore, Trey. And you
hey,
got Bloods and Crips. The Bloods and Crips got their own little section out there. Nigga, shit, I heard some stories, nigga.
I'm
Nigga, I
gonna
heard
say
some
Nah,
shit.
it's not
they're
even
the
really.
nicest people.
I'm
That's
gonna
what Shiesty and Robbie said. The people in the hood are the nicest.
Hmm.
Man, I
Right.
done been to some
you
places.
know,
They don't care if you fine. They don't care if you got a fat ass or big titties. They still finna test your jaw. Y'all ain't,
yeah,
I mean, y'all ain't been to every hood. And I don't even trust that y'all really even been to a hood, like a real hood. Like a real hood.
they. I was
I
about
don't
to.
trust
A lot of people just be on the internet. I ain't gonna lie to you.
it.
Like
Mm-hmm.
more comfortable lifestyle section of their life. They ain't never had really moved nowhere. Went to the same elementary, middle, high. Knew everybody in school type. You know how it go. And then they think that I don't know what's
You ever
wrong.
been to South Carolina in the deep
Man,
part of the country of South Carolina, and you by yourself and ain't no street lights at night?
I'm
You ever
not
been
doing
down that
that.
motherfucker?
I'm
You know what
not
I'm
doing
saying?
that.
Half the town
That's
got
weird.
AIDS. One side of the town is white, the other side is black. And you know what I'm saying? You ever been in a town like that? Nigga, everything is creepy down that motherfucker.
That's dead,
nah,
bro.
y'all full of shit. That's not the
Hey,
same, Shiesty. If I'm already in my natural environment at my house and somebody come and shoot it up, I didn't go asking for that unless I moved into a shitty neighborhood. I'm minding my business and they brought the shit to me. I'm talking about if I go to somewhere where they, do some bullshit. That's when it's like, okay, it's the blame is 50-50 here because you went to a place where you know they on that bullshit. You know how they operate in the poking beans. You just finna go walk up in there like, do. I'm not scared. I don't live in fear. Okay, okay,
hey,
okay.
hey, hey, Shanika.
Don't fear other countries either. For what?
Hey,
You got
Shanika.
white communities down there, Stan, that you can't go into. Down
Hey,
south, certain
It's a,
white communities, you
wait
listen,
a
my
minute.
baby dad. Listen, I moved in a neighborhood that was so bad the cops ain't even want to come over there. And when they did, they were sitting on their trunks with AKs out. They wasn't just coming over there random because they knew where they were going. They were already ready already. And y'all sitting here talking about being the perfect victim. It's about being smart
A
and
perfect
protecting
victim.
yourself.
Hey, hey,
That's how
hey,
y'all be the first ones.
hey,
These
hey,
niggas
Shanika.
crazy.
Shanika.
Y'all gonna be the first ones.
That's wild.
It
Shanika.
is 50-50 blame.
Yeah.
Fuck you mean? It's every percentage blame.
That's
I
wild.
work in insurance, so I know about shared responsibility. You get in
Mm,
a car accident, it's possible that it could be both of y'all fault.
Tight.
Yeah, shared responsibility. That's what it's called.
yeah, ain't nowhere in here you think you finna go making my way downtown,
Nah,
walking past
Dale. I
goddamn
was in the bat
no
blues and the
hood.
silver blues, which is worse than poking beans.
Way.
Hey, Drip.
Yeah,
Drip. Hey, Drip.
yeah,
Real quick, right?
yeah,
Now, I told you I joined the biggest gang in the world, right?
right,
I
United States
know.
Armed Forces. Now,
right.
watch this. Hey, we got the air, the sea, and the ground superiority. Why is it certain people we don't mess with?
Uh, because we
Why?
live in
Why?
fear. That's why.
Yeah, why? Right? But all these not needed, slew footed, rat soup eating motherfuckers that never pinched nobody in their life Now everybody's tough. I'm telling you, this country won't even do it. The country, man, we've been going through all this stuff. I'm taking you the real deal. We want y'all to be free, and we're just trying to say be wise on your choices you make. Man, be more proactive than reactive. Mitigate the risk. If you're gonna go do this, make sure you count it up, right? That's the
So
only
what
thing
you
he's
saying?
saying.
What you saying is that even the military is not even proactive. They actually wait this shit happen because if they were
Yep.
proactive, then you would have the U.S. Marshal out this month. You would have
That's the
they'd
dumbest
shut
shit
shit
I
down
ever
to be
heard.
proactive. You
No,
can't
we
go outside
proactive
without
in
seeing
other
them boys.
countries. Yeah, we're
Mm-hmm.
proactive in other countries, but it's coming to the
Got
U.S.
you.
Don't worry about it. It's coming to
Lord
a
have
new
mercy.
things near you with all this
So that
empty
means that.
rhetoric.
I
Mm-hmm.
give
Yeah,
you that,
Mm-hmm.
Don. I give you that. I give you that. Instead of 50-50, I give you 60-40. That's fine.
yeah.
I'm not saying that anyone is completely absolved of blame, HTB. I'm not taking fault
I'm
off of
just
them. I'm just saying two people can be wrong in a situation. It's not always one person is right and one person is wrong. Two people can be dead ass wrong.
so
Hey,
if the murder capital is this neighborhood, and you go to this neighborhood and it's the murder capital, since we got to go extreme,
yeah. Where
you
your
don't think
rosary
nobody got
beads?
no? You should have stayed your ass. Did your mama tell you stay your ass away from them neighborhoods and them parts of town or around the corner where them niggas be hanging out? Did your
No,
mama tell
drip.
you that?
Everybody grown. Everybody grown.
Man, these folks ain't been through shit. That's what that is.
Hey, hey,
Then I
drip.
was about to say, then when you go when you take your ass back in that goddamn house crying, talk about some
Oh, okay,
we
okay, my
was
bad.
right, we was right, and
Hey,
then get
Hey,
kicked back out
hold
to
on
hey,
real
the
quick,
Don't
Stan.
call.
Oh,
Demon,
Don't
I'm gonna
call
say the
me.
same shit
Shit.
over and over
hold on
again.
real quick.
Yep. I'm a
Hold on real
broken
quick.
record for sure.
Hold on real quick. Hold on. Demon, you there? That motherfucker just said delivered. Did you get it?
Yeah, I remember
they
I
said
texted you earlier. I
they
said,
said it
Oh
earlier,
shit. Oh
I
my
mean,
bad.
I put it in the chat earlier that we had got
way
a package
earlier, drip.
earlier.
Okay,
I know
cool,
you
cool,
didn't
cool.
see it, drip.
Did she
I ain't gonna
plug it
say
up?
what it is, but
Plug that
I just need to
motherfucker up.
know. Yeah, it's a big one, right?
Yeah, she plugged that motherfucker up.
Mm-hmm.
Going down.
So
Put a
Drip,
deuce in.
let me
Put it in the
ask you,
motherfucker.
when they asked you this question, did you say it was 100% Chanel fault or 100% Chicago fault?
No, I said you don't think you have any type of accountability in that. I didn't say 100% nothing.
He didn't give
Oh,
a
okay.
percentage.
No, I just asked her, did
Oh,
she,
so
you
I
don't
was
think
the only
you
one
had,
that said a percentage. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
well, I mean, it is kind of, I mean, you wouldn't, well, I can't even say you wouldn't expect that because that means, are you just not comprehending what that person's telling you? If they're telling you don't go over there, people get unalived over there. Why would you go?
so you
That's
can
my
try to
thing. Like,
so because I just wanted to see what was going on for real, for real.
yeah, you got your ass pop. I'm telling you, the first thing they gonna ask is why was she over there? Nobody goes to that part of town,
Exactly.
so why was she there? I don't understand
Now,
why people
Shanika, if
don't
you're
see.
talking about after the fact, right? I wouldn't personally attack a woman's feelings after I know she's been victimized. Now, I wouldn't do that, but what I would do is, have her reflect on what happened, right? But I wouldn't push down on her in the moment of her being victimized. I don't know if they understand that in the chat. I think they just
I
lost in their little mind. But
I
no, I
per-
don't think a honest man will press down on your feelings after you get attacked. I don't think an honest man will ever do that.
Okay, well, I'm not going to agree with that. I'm going to say that the perpetrator that did the assaulting needs to go to jail, and then the person that got assaulted, I'm going to get on them about not going to places that people are
They need
telling you
therapy.
are
No, I'm not
super
saying that, Shanika. Yeah, you
dangerous.
let her
It's
know
a
They
that.
need
hundred, a
therapy.
hundred, a hundred,
Yes,
a
you let her
hundred.
know
You
that.
going to jail, and you gonna go sit your ass down and stay the fuck from over there.
See, I
But
think
Chanel,
I honestly
Chanel, hold
think
on. You going to tell her while she in the hospital already? Are you going to tell her that specifically right after she been victimized, or you going to
You
wait?
Yes.
talking to
You know.
Chanel or you
Yeah.
talking to me?
Damn. Oh,
Because you
Shanika, my
said
bad.
Chanel. Okay, I was just
well,
trying to clear it up.
Chanel said
Come on,
I'm gonna
Shanika.
make sure that she's okay, and then once I see that she's okay, yeah, we're gonna have that conversation. Okay, so what did we
Okay.
learn?
Okay.
What did
Gotcha.
we
nah, but
learn?
hold on, 1 second, 1 second. See, I think everybody's missing everybody's point. Let's just calm down and reset it. I don't think we're making it about the predator. We're just saying in a scenario that Chanel came up here with a derailed conversation question, said, if I go somewhere and something happens to me, it's not my fault. That's what's pretty much what she said. And we started saying, well, I was listening for a minute, and then I'm like, well, wait a minute. You think that you can go anywhere in the world, Craig? Okay,
Hell
prime
no.
example.
Hell
So can
no.
I
Okay,
The
can I ask you a
military
question?
can't.
I want to ask Chanel a
hold on,
question.
hold on. Let me just get this out real quick. And you got it. If you go to Pakistan by yourself, no one is terrorists over there. You ain't gonna have no type of accountability in that. Like, damn, I shouldn't have came over here. You ain't gonna think like that? I would think that's like a natural human vibe to think like that. That's all I'm saying. But that's all I was saying. Like, I don't think we made it about the predator. Yeah, of course they going to jail. Hell yeah, but we just saying accountability for you, not for the predator. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think people thinking that we trying to excuse the predator, not or the, you know what I'm saying, the criminal. No, we just saying in real life of human beings, if you go somewhere that's rough and it's violence, you can't expect to walk away from that motherfucker just all just willy-nilly like that. Like something might happen.
All unscathed.
Yeah, like you don't think nothing gonna happen to you because you Chanel or you Shanika or you Drip. I mean, I
Hey,
don't understand.
the
I feel like
military
AP
don't
be a
even do
troll.
that.
You
The
gotta be
military
trolling.
don't even do that, Drip. The military don't do that. They
That's
say stay out of these territories. Don't go
Ooh,
here and
who?
don't do that. And
Who?
then we in America, I can just do whatever I want. Cool. Welcome to America. You're gonna
Yeah.
get what you're gonna get. I mean, we got all the military, we got all the might, and they even tell us, don't go over there, don't do
Land of
this.
the free, home of the brave.
Yeah,
Proper
the home
preparation.
of the dead.
Proper preparation
Reese that a
prevents
lie.
poor
Reese, that's a
performance.
whole lie. Because I said that it's the perpetrator fault, and I said it's the victim fault too. 50-50. I never to say y'all haven't mentioned the perpetrator at all. That's a lie. If you have a child and you tell your child, when you see me up here cooking, don't touch this stove, and they go and touch the stove anyway,
and burn
I'm
themselves.
gonna blame the stove. Oh no!
That's
I'm gonna blame me,
crazy.
right? Because I shouldn't have turned the stove on.
Shit
Well,
crazy.
it's
Damn
my
sure ain't
fault.
gonna blame
I
themselves.
should have stopped them from touching the stove, right?
Hmm.
But if I tell them don't do it and they still do it any fucking way, it's still my fault.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Got it.
that's
Got
kind of
it.
crazy.
I got
Absolutely.
it.
Because you are the no. It's not your fault. It's the stove fault.
Yeah, I
Kelvin
got it.
say reverse racism, Lord Jesus.
Hey, drip. And correct me if I'm wrong, drip.
Oh shit.
I thought the conversation when we started off earlier, right?
Yeah.
How we can be more proactive than reactive, mitigate the risk versus reward. Why would you put yourself in a situation, right? And if you do put yourself in a situation, be prepared for what happens, right? It wasn't let the perpetrator go away and all that. We were saying, guys, we got to move smarter. We got to do things. We got to do things differently. But if you keep doing the same thing and you get in it with the same result, man, that's your life. Welcome to America. We were trying to come up with solutions on how we can move better. Well, I should be able to go where the hell I want to go. You can.
Yeah, like
You
that's what I'm
can.
saying. Like it wasn't really focused on the predator. It was just a she said she can go anywhere and if something happens, it's the predator's fault. But we start focusing on you just going anywhere randomly. Like that's why I'm thinking they
Don't
kind of messed up about us not saying anything about the predator. Now, of course, I hope they had rotten hell, but we got to be self-aware nowadays. Like you can't just
Gotcha,
go to
Drip.
the goddamn okay, so I tell you what, bring your ass to goddamn me Fruitville, LA, goddamn where the Bloods is, and you wear blue and see what happened to your ass.
thank you,
We'll
I'm
see.
Lana.
aware. I'm gonna be in
Thank you
big
for finally showing
business.
me.
You talking
We'll
about?
see.
You get
I was
it.
about
We
You
to
will
say
get
see
it.
what
Trey
happens to
gonna
you.
go. Trey gonna go to L.A. to the biggest blood blocks, and I'm gonna wear big baby blue, big
Yeah,
tank,
straight
all
up.
that,
See what
and
happened
I'm
to
gonna
you.
walk out
You,
unscathed. I ain't get
since
shot.
you just know what
They
you
ain't
good.
gonna touch me because I'm hard. I'm like that. I'm
Boy,
like
you
that.
crazy as
I'm
hell.
like
They gonna hit you with that motherfucker. Toot, toot, toot,
man.
toot.
I'm gonna be
You out
fucking
there.
shot
You out
up in
there.
somebody's back in the back of somebody's car, man. Y'all, man, y'all shit. All right.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like y'all can't go to Fruitville, Cali, where they got them goddamn serious goddamn. What up, Nightish? Matter of fact, Nightish is from that side of town. Ask this man. You mean you can't go to some of them neighborhoods with the wrong colors on? You ain't gonna make it out that motherfucker. I don't know what we talking about. I don't
Who
know
the fuck
what
said the
what
area ain't a problem? Who said the area
Bro,
ain't a problem?
you can barely
Nobody
walk
said the
around
area
Cali.
ain't a problem.
huh?
You
If I
can barely
tell you
walk
don't go
around
to
Cali.
jail because you might get stabbed at jail, and then you still you commit a crime and end up in jail and end up getting stabbed, it's the jail fault or the person that was in
Yeah,
jail
that's
fault. Like we telling you, don't go.
whatever happened to the statement. If you knew
We're
better,
not
you'll do better.
justifying these people actions, bro, but y'all gotta realize we in America. When you
And we
have
on the
this much
Thank
internet.
you.
freedom
We on the
and you have
internet.
this much opportunity, bro, you're not expecting
Thank you.
criminals and predators to be out here. You done lost your mind. Yo, you really lost your mind.
I'm
Like,
just,
what these people talking about in the chat? Like, come on now.
Go to all the dangerous places. You'll be safe. But
yeah,
just
I don't
Yeah.
go.
know how
Just
that's
go.
victim blaming. We just saying
Just go.
stay aware. That's wild. But
Just
you know,
go.
the
Just
undefeated,
go.
so it
Go
is.
to
We're
the
trying to
hoods
do
of the
something.
hoods and know you'll be safe.
We're
Because
trying
you
to be
safe.
preventive.
That's what I thought we was talking about, like being
Right.
self-aware and safe, not
Hey man, they tell
something really
soldiers
happening.
don't go to certain places.
Yeah,
And
like, and that's
we
the
got the
army.
big guns. We got the
Y'all
big
living in
guns,
fear. Y'all living in
Marines
fear.
and
You should
all
be able to
that.
go wherever you
They
Facts,
want
tell
Tamika.
without
us to go
fear.
to certain places.
Man,
And you
these
tell me,
motherfuckers scared of Daryl Long. So I know, man, stop the fucking cap. Y'all asses
stop
ain't
the
going no
rapping and
goddamn well.
capping, right?
Like, I,
How
I
Yeah.
y'all
ain't want
go?
to say that shit, but it is what it is, man. Stop. Come on, man. Come on, man.
How
It
could
get
we
crazy.
say that we not protected, but then be surprised when we not protected and something happened to us?
Man, it's
It's just a
crazy.
narrative they want to push. It's just a
Shiesty
narrative. I
always
don't know
talking
what it
shit.
is, yo. It's a narrative they want to push. And it's just psychologically it's gonna have a negative impact on you because the person that's committing that crime against you don't give a fuck either way. And
What
I'm
up,
It don't
Sister
sorry
give
to
a
Ella?
say
fuck
that, but that's
either
just the
way.
truth.
For sure.
I was about to say, see, the thing is, what people don't be understanding, right, is when they play victim, the only
uh,
thing they do is set themselves behind for failure. Because ain't nobody gonna give a shit about your wines and your dimes except
Talk
for
to him, Trey.
you at the end of the day. I'm not gonna sit there and lie to you. Even your family. What's gonna happen is
I
if
feel
you
you, man.
die,
So she ain't going without her
that was
husband.
about my bad. If you are
I
unalive,
go ahead.
if you are unalive in that encounter, the only thing your family gonna do is celebrate your life by burying you and having some good old food, some good old drink, and some good old conversation. And your little cousin and them, they gonna be smoking that good old Zai
And
Mm,
releasing balloons and wearing your shirt.
and talk about some
damn.
R.I.P. You gonna be
Yeah.
forgotten in the next 20 years.
Little nook. Yup.
You ain't gonna be. You not even gonna be in nobody. You gonna be an afterthought in the next 20 years. Nobody gonna be thinking
But
about
see,
you.
Lana, that's the whole point. We're not saying you can't go anywhere or everywhere. We're just saying that if it's a dangerous place, that's somewhere you want to avoid. Nobody's saying stay inside your house and be afraid to go outside.
Wow.
Nobody said that. All we said was if they telling you that this is a dangerous place, you can see it for yourself because you can look up the statistics in areas and know which areas are more dangerous. They have the travel advisory list where they tell you you might not want to go visit this place. You know what I'm saying? They do it. They're telling you like this is not somewhere you want to be, and you're gonna sit here and still go anyway and be like it's your fault because you're dangerous.
I ruffle shiesty bone feathers with that one.
I was about to say, see the thing is, right? Everybody keep talking about some bad
Oh
Barry
shit.
being this and being that, right? This is the craziest thing I ever heard in my life, right?
Oh
Because
man, bro.
that's
I'm
just
just
like me
fucking with
going to
y'all.
that's just like me going to Houston, right? I can go to Houston right now, today, hop on a plane, boop, boop, bop, bop, bop.
Mm.
I hop on YouTube. I'm on the panel with y'all, talking to Drip, all that. Boop, boop, boop. Don't tell them I'm in Houston. Then I go somewhere I'm not supposed to be. And I end up on the news.
Mm.
It's Drip fault.
Hey, chalk
It's Drip
outline.
fault. Hey, Drip, it's your fault. Automatically. I don't got no faults in it because you feel what I'm saying? Like, you should have just knew I was there. Like, I shouldn't even had to tell you. You should have just looked at my background and just knew where I was at, right? Crazy, man. Crazy.
Rather
Everywhere is
than
already
supposed to
risky.
but y'all know I'm just fucking with y'all about that shit.
It's everybody's fault but yours. Right? It's everybody's
Ain't
fault but
nobody
mine.
scared of no goddamn Jay Prince. Y'all know I ain't scared. So I don't know what y'all talking about, nigga. Stop the cap. Drip gonna stand on all 10 with anybody for sure.
Hey, Drip.
I
It's
love it.
just that we live in
No, big
America.
dog. They don't need to know where they're going. They can walk around Memphis freely, and if anything happened to them, it's Memphis' fault. It ain't their
Hey,
fault.
Oh
What up,
Lord,
Dale?
not
man,
Memphis. Good
they
God.
this perception.
Who that
Hey,
big dog? What up, big dog? In the
Hey, Drip,
building.
they get this big misconception about you, right? Because you had learned the art of not being confrontational, right? I'm trying to learn that, right? Because I
There
ain't even
you
going.
go, Dale.
That's a goddamn art, man. You
Right.
got the that's a art, bro. Is this beat, man? Listen, not be confrontational, man. Listen, I'm trying to tell you, you got to be a patient, mother.
Yeah, baby. Big dog just told y'all you come to Memphis, you better know where you're going. That's a
Nah,
fact. Look at Sauce Walker.
let
They
them do what
just
they
dropped
want to
this
do.
thing. Nah,
hey,
it's
hey,
funny though.
That's where
I'm
we at
fucking with
now.
them.
Do what you want to do. Do what you want to do.
hey,
Yeah, don't go out here and
I'm gonna be
I'm
safe.
going straight to the cookie spot. I'm not checking it. I'm not asking nobody doing. I'm not, man. What you talking about? And I'm stepping on the block, man. All crazy, man.
Chanel, this your fault.
What,
hey,
man? Where I'm going.
It
I'm
don't
going
matter because
out
she
there.
murked. In her
Um,
example, she already gone, so it don't even matter. You're
let's be
gone.
very
You're murked.
let's be
Who
very clear.
cares? Bye.
Crazy
Trivializing
word.
can I speak?
Them cookies was
Trivializing
good while they lasted, though.
violence is crazy work, as Drip would say.
Is
It's
who? What you said,
crazy work
Chanel?
because y'all are trivializing it in
Trivializing?
responding to whatever's going on in the chat. Like it's something that we should just, be giggling about. We shouldn't take it seriously. People don't care about AIDS until, their cousin gets it. People don't care about, crime until something happens to their son. When it shows up on their doorstep, then it's not funny. So this idea
Nah,
that we
but
should laugh at
that's
Funny.
something,
disingenuous because you ain't out here
it's
hunching on
not.
everybody raw because you know
Ma'am,
that it's people out here that's burning.
it doesn't
That's
matter.
because you're
The point
smart
is,
and you're not an
the point
idiot. Like
is,
that.
the only point is when it happens to you or your loved one, whatever it is, I'm 100% certain you're not going
This
to blame that
crazy.
person. You got
This
to put
is
in the ground
Oh,
crazy
you're not
about
work.
someone
100%
murking
certain. No,
them.
you're not.
So this
If
is crazy work.
No, you're
Unless you
not.
are
You
born,
okay,
unless you are
well,
born with
whichever.
that disease,
If
unless
if
you are
y'all want to do the
born with
whole
that
let's
disease that
absolve
you
the
contract is
perpetrator,
100% your fault. What
where's
are
your
we talking
smoke?
about?
Where's your smoke for the perpetrator? Come on, I'm
What do
It
you
ready.
mean?
wasn't a
Where's the smoke for the
when I
bystander.
Where's
said they
perpetrator?
your
deserve to be in
smoke?
jail, that was the
Where's
smoke.
your smoke for the
Chanel,
perpetrator?
you know we was
You're in
just focused
jail.
on people just going places where they shouldn't go.
That's
That's
fine.
all we saying. We wasn't
Okay.
even talking about no, we not gonna excuse nobody. I'm just saying when you ask that question, we wasn't really I mean, anybody can be the perpetrator. I'm just saying it could be male, female, whatever. Somebody who try to rob you be the perpetrator. We just saying we're just giving the message of stay safe, stay self-aware of where you're going. That's what I was saying for sure. Like just make sure you know where you're going. Make sure you goddamn me don't be going to these ragged ass places that can get somebody deleted. That's all I'm saying.
I got a question for you, right?
It wasn't even about the
So
whole accountability thing no more. I'm just like, just stay self-aware. Like, just
You
make sure you know where you're going. Like, make sure you not in the wrong place at the wrong time. Because when I went to California one time and I was on Slauson, man, the lady at the store told me, baby, when the goddamn me nighttime come, you better make sure you not around here because the young niggas take over the streets. Now let me go walk down the street with a Slauson shirt on at 12 a.m., knowing this lady just told me stay out the fucking way. That's saying
it
self
work.
accountability, like self awareness. Let me not go over there because the lady just said the young niggas take over the streets, they robbing, they doing everything. So let me just stay out the way. That's all I was saying. I don't know about nothing else, but you got it.
Y'all go out of town and go anywhere that y'all think that y'all want to go all y'all want. And then when something
Mm-mm.
happens to you, don't expect Trey to be up here talking about some. Ooh, I don't know why that happened to them. Like, man, I'm gonna be looking at you
That's
like you crazy. Like you crazy. Like that's man. Listen, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I am so let me say used to death, or you feel what I'm saying? You know, um I want to say I don't really know how to unsensitive to to the unliving. You feel what I'm saying? Because I've been around it so much. So Yeah.
The
Don't
word is
they?
empathetic.
Yeah.
I'm
I was
just
about
saying, just be careful.
I
Just
was about to say
be
I'm not the
careful,
one.
man.
I'm not the one that's gonna cry over spilled milk. That's not me. If you do something to put yourself in a situation, that's on you.
But like,
Man,
we're assuming that the criminals are gonna go, they going to
Free.
jail. So we already know that part. We just saying, far as us and the people who we talking to, not nobody else. Be careful.
Be wise.
Make sure you know
Yeah,
where
be
you're going. That's all
wiser.
I'm saying. Like, know where you go. Like, be careful. That's all I
Yeah,
was saying. I don't know.
because
Go ahead.
but in America, right? It say, hey guys, when y'all get ready to move around, like if Shanika hit me up or hit Drip up and say, I'm thinking about going here. And we're like, wait a minute. Hey Shanika, well, you're going over there, you're going by yourself, you're doing this and whatever. But and she decided, because she's grown, she said, I'm gonna do what the hell I wanna do. She ended up with the pumpkin head. It's not that we don't care about it and we ain't gonna try to figure out who did it to her. It's just like, man, I'm telling you, America, right? See, because that's one thing that social media has done, because people can that lived in the suburbs, never got in a fight in their life, everybody makes six figures, and all the children play in the neighborhoods and all that. But we're trying to tell you the other side of the world when you leave out of your comfort zone and you want to travel somewhere else, don't think that America is where you think it is, because that's not the way it works. Because I can live good here in my neighborhood because my neighbor said, good morning, neighbor. But I know if I go downtown, I know that ain't the way, right? So we're just trying to say, man, do what you want, man. Welcome to America. Do what the hell you want to do. It's your life, man. Because I'm gonna tell you this: hey, we get stuck in the planning phase, and now in the execution phase. God already baked in the execution phase. Because if you keep planning and you're gonna keep doing all this stuff, watch what happens to you. You'll be 10 toes up, and you'll be worm food. And I'm just saying, we want y'all to live and be around, but don't take unnecessary risks. It's your choice. You're an adult.
So
We
Stan,
never said a perpetrator
go
get
ahead.
away,
Go ahead.
man.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, Drip. You got it,
I
man.
think
I'm done.
I think I know where they're going with this now. Because I had to really like kind of sit back, kind of watch these comments and see what they were saying. I kind of see where they at with it. So Robert says, what do you tell the people in nice areas being attacked? That is so true. What do you tell them? I still say for any and everybody in the world, be like have self-awareness. Like, even if you in a nice area, not saying you're supposed to live a different way. Like, we're just talking about going to places that are rough that can cause a problem. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think we all on two different pages, but I'm seeing where y'all at. And what we're talking about and what y'all talking about is two totally different things. Now I see why it's an argument. Because I was trying to figure out, like, well, what the hell going on? Why is everybody biting back on that? We just saying be safe. It's not
Hey,
about
Drip.
that. Hold on, because Robin
I
made a perfect point. She said, what do we do, or what do we tell the people that's in nice areas? They definitely can't take no, I mean, shit, like, because
I,
if they ain't
I
got
want
no
to answer the
pistol in their house, they get robbed and they get murked, bro. They can't take no accountability.
question.
I mean, am I
Yeah.
wrong?
bullets ain't never have a name on them, and I was just about to
But
get to that too. See, and I was about to say that's the thing, right? I was about to say, see, now if you a preacher, right, and you walking outside your church and your church in the middle of the craziness, right? I'm not going to sit there and necessarily sit there and be like, yeah, that's you. You feel what I'm saying? Your fault. You feel what I'm saying? Even though that you was in that neighborhood, no, because you was trying to bring good to that. You feel what I'm saying? The day, like you was. You feel what I'm saying?
answer the
If
question.
you was a stand up, if you was a stand
No,
up, you know what I'm saying, type of preacher.
Answer the
no,
question, Trey
nope,
Trey.
nope, nope, nope,
But
nope.
yeah, I was about to say for the most part, like yeah, if you're a preacher and that type of situation and the situation to where as though bullets start flying and you get hit by a stray, I can't really blame you for that, and you can't really blame yourself for that. At the end of the day, all you can do was either put it in God's hands or you feel what I'm saying, get yourself out of that situation. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's the only thing that you can do.
So
Like
Ms. Robin is saying, who are we blaming in this scenario? Are you blaming the homeowners that decided to build a house over there for them being attacked and unalived?
No,
Or are you blaming the
No,
just
I
person?
just said
answer the
that.
question.
I'm
Just
not
answer
that
the
asking
don't
you to
make
question.
no
risk.
My
I'm saying to
God.
Mr. Trey Trey, what her question is,
How
it's like,
can you
okay,
Leave
well,
Trey Trey out of
how
it.
can you
He
blame
already
somebody
had his
for being
scenario.
whoever,
house?
whoever wants to answer, it's fine. Or listen,
I say go
I'm
ahead and answer
saying,
the question, Chanel.
I'm
Go ahead,
saying,
sweetheart.
well, we already know my answer ain't about to change, but I just want to be clear
Nah,
on what
but
it sounds like.
wait. Hold
Wait,
on.
wait,
Before you
wait.
even say that,
Y'all full of shit.
before you say
Y'all
that,
full of
nah,
shit.
it's not about being full of shit, Shanika. Hold on. Because that's true what Robin them said. If someone breaks in my house and I'm not prepared, or if it's if it's a single woman or whatever, and she ain't got no gun, whose fault is that? It's not their fault. That's true. I thought we
Let
was
her.
talking about going to places
That's
that's
not the
rough to take
conversation that we were having,
that's
though.
what I'm trying to
100% of
tell.
the places
Listen
that
to
you
me.
go, there's a
Hold on. Let me finish. Hold on. I'm with you on that. That's why I said we on two different talking points right now because they saying it shouldn't be no victim's fault. It shouldn't be no self accountability. We're saying some shit like, well, if you go to the rough part of the neighborhood and go walk down Skid Row thinking that you finna not get robbed, then you're fucking crazy. But they're saying, so if we're in a nice area and somebody break in my house and rob me and I get murdered, that's not the victim's fault.
That was a
It's
whole
not.
nother
That's
question
why I say we having
that
two
we wasn't
different
even talking about.
conversations. That's why it was because I was trying to figure out. I'm like, wait a minute,
Let me
hold on.
answer
That's
the.
tripping.
Let me answer the question, Drip. Because when it started off, somebody talking about going in. That's what Chanel gave us scenario. But
That's what I
in
thought.
this case, watch this. That's what it was. But what
That's what we
about
were
the
talking
nice
about.
neighborhood? Wait. And now, thank you, Robin, for bringing it up. I still got my platinum guns, and I'm telling you this. I'm telling you, I come from a different world, and I know this world is evil and ugly. Keep your
Yeah.
head on the swivel and you pay attention. I don't care whether you're in a nice neighborhood and so suburban neighborhood may happen 1%, and in the bad neighborhoods it's like 30, 40%. I don't
Don't
care.
mean nothing.
Protect yourself. Don't never put yourself in a situation that you ever think you so comfortable that is never going to happen to you. That's my
Exactly.
answer to that. Because we all live in the real world, right? Don't never let your guard down. That's it. If you go and play with your children, you may relax a little bit. You don't have to bring out the chopper, but you still got to be vigilant. And people think that because when they're moving, I know where Robin was going with that. When people move in a nice neighborhood, they're not vigilant. They're not vigilant anymore. They just let it just go. Everybody's cool and everybody's friends. But I'm telling you, always protect yourself, man. Don't take anything for granted. Learn the signs on what people going to do. I don't care whether I'm in a bad neighborhood or a nice neighborhood that I live in. Always be vigilant. That's it. But don't carry your ass in no bad neighborhood and think you're gonna get a good result. I guarantee you, 9 times out of 10, you ain't gonna make it out, and you through.
I don't understand why this is an issue because the women that's around me and my family would never put themselves in a position for me to have to come rescue them because they in a certain position or they in a certain area that they're not
Preach,
supposed to
man.
be in.
Well,
You
all
get
right,
what I'm
this the thing
saying?
though. We having two different conversations. They not saying putting themselves in a position. They saying if they at home in the richest neighborhood in America and somebody break in my shit, cause you know them niggas don't rob in the hood for what? Ain't nothing in there. They going to the nice places and go and get these motherfuckers with some money on. So if they break in, and Chanel can definitely back me up in River Oaks in Houston, that is super nice. They coming to rob your ass. They breaking the cars, everything. So if they break into this lady house, she sleep with her family and they come in and put their ass down, it's not their fault. I can definitely attest to that. But if you are told not to go somewhere and you go and think it's sweet, then that's something totally different. That's two different conversations.
They
That's what I'm
still a
saying. I think
victim.
we having
I
two different
They
agree.
still a
conversations.
victim.
I
They
agree.
still a victim. Either way, if you
No,
walk down
Stan, you
that
can't.
street,
No, Stan, ain't no
both
way.
of them still a victim, Drip.
Hold on,
Stan,
real quick. Drip, do you feel like the neighborhood that you live in right now is dangerous?
hell no.
Okay, so real quick, you don't feel that your neighborhood is dangerous. Do you have cameras up at your house?
I definitely do.
Why? You don't live in a dangerous neighborhood. You live in a nice neighborhood.
Well,
What's
just
the
in
need
case.
for the
It,
cameras?
it's just in case.
Just in case what? It's a nice neighborhood. You're
Because somebody
safe.
tried to break in my car before.
I like the white voice.
No, somebody tried to break in my car before, but it's not a dangerous like the whole 18, 19 years I've been here, it happened one time. So I can't deem that as dangerous. Because these
Okay,
folks
so
got a
you're
nice
telling me
dash
that
pad and
despite
all
your
kind of shit.
so you're
Good.
saying despite the fact that you live in a relatively nice neighborhood, you still feel the need to take precautions to protect yourself in the event that something may happen, even if it's such a minuscule ratio or chance or probability of it happening. You still protect yourself just in case, right?
Well, my cameras really came through my alarm system. Actually, I didn't just go you know what I'm saying? They offered me the cameras. I said, yeah, it wasn't nothing that I just had to have. But I think everybody over here got cameras in some way, ring, doorbell, something. But for me, in the mindset that I got, I'm always try to be prepared for anything that happen. Not saying that anything will happen. I'm just saying, you know,
Prepare for the worst and pray for
Oh,
the
so you're
best.
preparing for a dangerous experience that may possibly happen. Is that correct?
just if this nigga come steal my Amazon package, I mean, he on camera.
Oh, okay.
I'm working on the shiesty bomb. But I'll tell you this: just because I walk in the neighborhood and I pull my car to a convenience store and I want to go get me a soda, some chips,
That's
or
what.
whatever, even if it's a bad neighborhood, that's still a victim, right? And now we trying to say you do wiser choices. They still the victim. I mean, the law even says they still a victim. It's just that I thought the conversation about making wiser choice. Don't
Man, if
pull
you
over
don't live
there, right?
down there, what the hell is you doing down there?
Bruh, you do what the hell you want to say, man. But I'm
Dangerous
telling you,
things
that
can
person,
happen
the law is
everywhere.
still going to arrest. They're still going to arrest that person that assaulted you. I don't care what neighborhood your ass is in. You shouldn't have stopped and got gas here. They don't care that you still that
At a
person is a
certain
victim.
time,
That,
at a certain
bruh,
time,
I'm trying to tell people to make
if you
better
got something
decisions.
around
That's
there,
it.
keep your
I
ass
don't know what
out.
kind of stuff you own, bro, but I'm telling you this. I'm trying to tell people to make wiser
I don't care
decisions
if I'm
because
in
you
the
want.
county. At a certain time, if I'm not from around there, I'm staying
Yeah,
where the
bro,
fuck
but they
at.
still the victim. The
Heard?
law still call them victims, man. Come on,
Yeah,
bro.
it
You
is
know,
what it is.
come
That's
on.
My
because they
whole point,
stupid. That's
Reese,
because they
is that
retarded.
crime.
That's why they victims. That's exactly why they victims, because they ain't want to listen. That's exactly why they got victimized, because they ain't want to sit their asses down. See, told
Wow,
y'all.
that's
Jeez.
crazy.
Reese, my
Yeah,
whole
listen.
point is it don't
Jeez.
matter where
Crazy.
you at. You're always at a risk. So why sit there? And because we are having two conversations, which I don't understand because we started off with one conversation, but now it's turned
Exactly.
into two instead of us just having the conversation that we originally had. Now we got to have all these extra ad lib sidebar supplemental conversations.
All right,
The
agree, Shanika.
original conversation is if you know that somewhere is dangerous, you need to take the proper precautions. You need to either make sure you strapped up or you with somebody that is strapped up about that life, or stay your ass the fuck away from there because it can happen. It can happen anywhere. You could be in a nice neighborhood and some shit happens. So why would you not be? Why would you be surprised if it happens somewhere in a bad neighborhood and be like, nah, this y'all fault
You can be
Yeah.
strapped up yourself and about that life and still get
and still get
victimized from
murdered?
what I'm saying, like, bro,
But
That was the original conversation.
that's
Don't
what
go
I'm saying,
nowhere
like, you think that them
dangerous
niggas calling them niggas victim, man? What niggas
and
ain't
get
calling
mad at the
themselves
you
danger.
victims.
still, hey man, forget. Let's take nigga logic off the table. If you murk somebody, no matter where they are, that's still the victim. Stop. Let's take the nigga. I understand what you were saying now, Chanel, and unfortunately, it took us to get here and robbing them.
Thanks,
You
Stan.
that person is still a victim. Whether they put themselves, they stop to go to the convenience store or decide to go to this club, they still the victim. Forget nigga logic. The law says so. I think Shanika when Shanika was just talking,
Nigga
prepare
logic.
yourself. Yeah.
That's
Hey, what
nigga
Shanika?
logic.
No, listen what Shanika just said. If you're gonna go, if you decide to go, make sure you prepare yourself to go. We're trying to get to preventing things from happening. If you decide to go, make sure you're prepared. Either way, they still the victim. I
Nigga,
don't
don't
care.
go at. All right, so. All
It's
right,
still the victim.
this is getting crazy, right? This is getting bonkers.
You're not taking the
This is
proper
getting
precautions, Reese. If
crazy.
you go to
So
a dangerous area for no
You
reason,
still the
just
victim.
because you're
Still the
just
victim.
curious about what's going on in this super dangerous area, that's not you taking
that's what I
precautions.
no, that's what I'm saying. You saying that you're still a
You-
victim, but the thing
Yeah.
is, she's sitting over there saying, uh, she's sitting over there saying how much accountability. You feel what I'm saying? Do you feel what I'm saying? The person that got victimized you have accountability as well. That's what I'm trying. See, we getting around the whole question of how it all started. It started off with accountability, going to where you at, and all. That's what I'm
You
saying. Like we
have
went around the whole
accountability.
Mulberry bush.
Do
We not
you
talking about
realize that
nobody.
you in America?
We not
Do
talking
you
about the
realize in
law and
America
how the
that you
law
can't
go.
tell
We
nobody
talking
what
about
to do?
accountability on. You feel what I'm saying? On
Hey
yourself.
Look,
man, hey bro,
look
you
at
in
look at what
America.
look
The
at what
law.
American tradesman said. Nigga logic is doing the crime, and then when the police pull up on you, your friends and your family start saying that the police are racist.
Thank you.
Nigga, you
Mm,
did the whole
Thank you.
fucking crime, but now the police.
mm.
Now we want to blame the police. And I
No, they want
understand
some
y'all
ventil.
say that they do
Why
Shanika,
their
not
job,
say
and so
they
y'all gonna
want
say
no,
that's
they
not
want
a good
they
why
want.
not
analogy
say it
because
the same
Listen,
exact
they
way?
want
No, we're
vigilante
gonna
shit to
blame the
happen.
police.
That's what they
Why not
want. They want
why not
niggas to go out there
apply
and jump
that?
out there and do stupid.
Okay.
That's
Why
what I'm
not
saying.
Vigilante
apply
justice. You
why not
right. You
apply
right. Art.
Tired of that
Shanika's
nonsense.
so why not apply Shanika's last point, which is we're not gonna blame who did you say? The family? Who you blaming? We're not
the
gonna
family
blame
blamed
them.
the cops for being racist.
Right. So we're blaming these cops, but we still don't feel like that person was a victim. That's crazy.
The
That's
person
crazy.
that committed the crime, you're saying that we not allowing
No,
them
I'm
to be a
saying we
victim?
keep going in circles and having different scenarios so that we can prove our point of the victim is at fault in some manner. And I have a high level of, confidence that if people said it happened to me or if this happened to me, we would have the same response, which is it was someone else's fault. I'm sorry, it was my fault. I'm not responsible for the actions of others. Everybody that responds is responding to something that is exterior. It's not you. So if this person makes a decision to do whatever it is, whether it's build their house in a nice neighborhood or be broke and whatever else at the bottom poverty level, if someone attacks those people from two totally different scenarios, it's the perpetrator's fault. It's the person that attacked them fault, is what the young lady was really getting at on the last super chat, I think it was. That's it.
Hey, but only thing
Chanel,
I
if I
got it.
tell you Chanel, if I
Go ahead,
tell you
Shanika.
that if you go over to hang out with my homeboys and they all are grapists, and you say, no, I'm good, I'm gonna go, they ain't gonna bother me, and then you still go and you get raped, I'm just
It's
saying
Still a
we can
victim.
have a
still
conversation
the
about
great
accountability after that
yeah.
happens. And
It's
yes, you
still
are a victim, but we are gonna
Right.
have a conversation about it because that wasn't an environment that you needed to be in and you chose to go
And
anyway.
that's what
So
we saying. Like that's what we
why are you
saying.
choosing to put yourself in a position of risk?
Because I can't be responsible for the actions of some savage.
You
It
could
is
be
gonna
responsible for your
never,
actions.
it's
Your
never gonna be
actions.
Absolutely.
my fault.
You
So
need to be
That's what
responsible
I'm
for
saying.
your
Look,
actions.
I'm the
oh,
reason
this
why these
conversation
people are
is
grapists.
crazy, bro. And
I'm
then
the
you
reason.
try to sit.
That's what accountability is. Me
No,
being
This
accountable
this
for
the problem in the
myself and what
community
I
right now.
I'm
do.
This
the
the
reason
problem.
that other people
Hold
are
on, one
Accountability
mic,
grapists.
has left the
one mic,
conversation.
one mic,
Am
one
I
mic.
am I the reason that these people are grapists? Or is it them?
What the hell you talking about?
No,
Am
you're not the
Mute
I
your
reason
mic
that they're
up.
Wow.
grapists, but you're the reason
right?
you
No,
contributed to the
I
reason
didn't
why you
contribute
got
to
raped
anything
because
to
you went
someone raped me.
around a whole bunch of rapists.
I didn't contribute to anything
Right.
to
Yes, you
someone
did. Why
violating.
did you go?
You
Hold
Is
on,
no.
that
hold
not you
So
contributing?
no,
and
it's not.
hold
That's
on.
the
Oh,
point.
okay.
That's the point that you keep missing. The
Let
victim,
me.
you can't go down to the courthouse and say, you know what, the victim is the reason I raped her because she chose to come and live in this neighborhood. That's not gonna fly. Like Mr. Stan was saying, they're gonna persecute and prosecute the victim,
Uh,
the person that committed the
can,
We
rape,
not talking
not
about the
me.
law. We
I'm
talking about
not
hold on.
you having
responsible.
accountability.
I'm not responsible for
You
taking
can't be a victim
accountability
and a criminal
for
at the same time.
anything
So you're
Hold
not
else.
going
on,
to go
hold
to
on,
jail.
hold on, hold on, hold
Hey, let
on,
me
hold
slide
on.
in there, drip.
One
What I'm
mic.
saying.
Go ahead.
Like
Hold
this.
on, hold on, hold on. Trey, hold on. Shit. God damn.
No,
All
they
this
won't be
fucking
in
raw,
jail.
we can't hear shit. Everybody can't talk at one time. God damn. Go ahead, 2 cents. Then
Yeah.
Big Dog Parker, you got
Hey,
it.
I'm sitting here listening. I'm gonna slide in and slide out and continue listening. But what I'm gonna say about the situation, you have to understand. Some people mindset is programmed. They can actually give you a reason for someone to be SA or great, and you have to understand their mindset. I don't care if a woman got on the tightest booty shorts or she's naked. That does not give you the right to put your hands on her and do something to her. And you have to understand it's people that walk this earth and say, well, they should have knew better or whatever. And that's fine. I know I cannot change their mindset.
We
But
never
is
said that
no,
these people
but
had
hold
a
on, let
right.
me finish it.
That's
No,
what
no,
y'all not
I,
understanding. Like who said that? We said that these people had a right. We never said these
hold
people had
on.
the right. Oh my gosh,
Hold
bro.
on. No.
This
What I'm
shit is
saying
crazy, bro.
is I'm not even talking about nobody in particular. I just been listening to the show. I'm talking in general. There are people that can give you an actual excuse. He deserved to get robbed because he walked through a bad neighborhood or whatever. They can justify that. And they can do that with women. She should not have wore that around all these men and this, that, and other. So she deserved that. And when you do that to a victim, man, that is so troublesome to them. They're going to get victimized twice. And that's
This is
normally how it
sad,
goes.
bro.
They're going to get
This
victimized twice. I don't care about, I know there's people that walk around this earth that say, yeah, you deserve to get this. You deserve to get SA. You shouldn't have been
nobody
in.
said. Okay.
No,
All
I
right,
ain't
cool.
talking about nobody in particular. I ain't talking about nobody
Hold
in
on.
particular.
You
I'm
let him
listening
finish.
to the conversation. But it is people that are justifying the fact that someone got SA. They're not saying it in those exact words, but that's what you're saying. You don't have to say those exact words. Like,
What
well,
in the
when
world is okay?
you don't have. Yeah, look, when you went to where you went, you shouldn't have that on and stuff like that. That's that's what they
What?
chose to wear. That's
Are you
not.
really listening to the
I'm
conversation?
listening
Like
what I'm listening to both sides
you
of
couldn't
what's
have been
going
listening
on.
to the conversation because the what she specifically said was these people over
You
here are known PDFs. These people over here are known PDFs. Don't go around these people. These are
she
not
said
good
great.
people. You
Okay.
still go around these. Well, any that. You feel what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying? You still
Yeah.
go. You
He
still choose
deserved.
to go. I was about to say you still choose to hang around these people on your
Okay.
own free will at your own free time, and then something happens to you after somebody then already told you about these people. You
Okay.
still decided to go hang out with these
Like
people, and you
like I
have no
said,
accountability.
hey, when you talk to people long enough, their mask will slide down and they'll let you know what you can actually justify in your mind. We told you not to go over there. Those are bad people, this, that, and other. You could still justify in your mind, yeah, she deserved it.
Ain't
That's
nobody
what
say
you're
that they
saying.
deserved it. All I'm saying is
Hold
Well,
up,
you.
you
Trey.
should have known
Okay.
better, is what you're saying.
Let me
You
let
should
me
have
get let me
known
get in
better.
here
No,
right quick,
no,
sir.
no, no,
Let
no.
me get
You
in
should
here,
We're
have
not
sir.
known
gonna do
better.
that. We're not
I was
gonna
about
do
to
that.
say
Read the
Sir.
super
because
You
this
should
chat.
have
is
known
We got
better.
the
No,
crazy.
super
no.
Like
chat.
this
Hold
is
on. Hold
bullshit.
on.
Hold on.
Hold on, Trey
Bullshit.
Trey.
Hold
Hold
This
on,
You
is
Trey
should have
Trey.
known better.
bullshit. Like I'm
Hold on,
Trey,
Trey Trey.
Trey. Hold on.
Hold on, Trey
Read the
One
Trey.
super
mic.
chat.
Let's
Read the super
let's
chat.
make sure we make this very clear.
Hold on.
Nope.
Read the super chat. Read the super chat. We ain't trying that shit. All right, read the super chat. Is there a super chat on the screen?
Shout out
Oh
to
yeah.
American
Lemon loaf.
Statesman with the 4.99 super chat. He said a lemon loaf on me from Starbucks. Better
Hey,
than church cake.
appreciate you, boy.
Let's go viral, Drip. I just wanted to make this one
Go ahead.
point.
Go
Back
ahead.
in the days, our ancestors took preventative measures because you had less law in America back then. So you had to take preventative measures. Back then, women weren't out there wearing certain things to be revealing. Now, I don't want to bring a personal example up here, but I know someone personally who's been great, right? The thing is, that was her personal issue. She told me later on in life, right? But you know what she never did? She never made herself a victim throughout her life. She made sure that she didn't put herself in that position no more. But her outlook on life was never to be a victim no more. You get what I'm saying? I think that's the problem with the black community. Once, okay, we was victimized at a certain moment. We all get played with to a listen, I'm just telling you, people try you out here, right? But the thing is, at what point do you get over if you're healed from what happened to you, if the person is locked up, he's being taken care of, she or he who committed the crime, why are you still portraying a victim mentality? I understand that it's emotional. You got to go through therapy, but how long are you going to be? Are you a victim for your whole life? And how does that affect you and affect the people around you? Because if everybody, you want everybody to know you're a victim, because the person I know that was a victim, she didn't want nobody to know that she was great. She only told the people that was real close to her. You get what I'm saying? That was confidants, right? So at what point do you stop being a victim? Because the crime may have happened 20 years ago. At what point do you tell yourself, okay, I'm safe and secure with myself. I know how to go out here in the world. I know how to protect myself. And I don't have to push my insecurities on everybody else because something happened to me 50, 20 years ago. That's the issue I think me and Trey having. You can't keep pushing this narrative, especially if you fix the issue. You went to therapy. You got yourself healed. Why are you still a victim? Why are you still walking the earth, still want to portray being a victim? That does you no good, and that does nobody around you no good to prepare yourself to perpetrate yourself as a victim. It's the truth.
It also
I
does
can't.
nothing for you to try and micromanage or manage at all somebody's way that they deal with whatever's happened to them in their life. You don't have the right to say, well,
Chanel, you're right. I don't.
It's been enough years. You need to move on. Stop trying to tell people to move on because you could get triggered at any moment.
That's true. Don't come around me with that. No, don't come around me. That's all I'm saying. Because you're going to make me a victim.
If that's the case, don't ever be a victim of R. Let's not do that. Because if it happened to you, I promise you, you're going to view this differently.
Ma'am, it happened to a personal person in my life. It happened to a personal person.
Okay.
Hey, Art,
I know a victim too.
Hey, Art,
Yeah.
I've worked with him
similar.
my whole
It's
career.
literally similar.
So
It's literally
this
similar to
idea
this. Okay.
that I cannot. It's one thing, and like I said before, I could understand why you guys are saying, that she made a poor choice, a poor decision. That part I wholeheartedly agree with. I wholeheartedly disagree with placing blame on the person that was attacked. It's not ever gonna change because, like Stan said, they can't go to court. They can't go to court and say, the victim.
I get it. I get it, Chanel.
No, hold on, wait.
But
Time out. This is the reason why that is so much bullshit, right? Because it's just like this, right? So
why
you know that you got alcoholics. And hold on, wait, time out. No, you know that you. I'm gonna break it down. I'm gonna break it down to the most simplest form possible. You know that you got a line of alcoholics down your family.
Mm-hmm.
Boom. You start drinking every day. You become an alcoholic. It's their fault, right?
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
No, what I'm saying.
Exactly, Trey. Exactly. Trey, you're gonna end up. Trey, she's gonna end up accusing you, Trey. She's gonna end up accusing you, Trey. At the end of the day.
So
we know how this works, Chanel. We grown men out here. We deal with women. We deal with women.
Hold on. Like, I feel like this conversation went way somewhere that it don't really need to go. I wholeheartedly disagree with the whole, I get what you're saying, Artifacts, and I understand that your friend, experienced what she experienced, and I'm sorry that she went through that. And I understand that she handled it in a way that you find respectful, but I don't think that it's cool to ever tell somebody how they should respond to any type of trauma or how long they have to get over it. Like, that's not something that we could put a timeline on because everybody deals with everything differently. And I dare you to tell me to not still be grieving over my dad passing away just because it happened 20 years ago. I don't give a fuck. You don't tell me how to feel about something or when to get over it like that. I'm not saying that. And I'm not saying necessarily that I'm blaming you. I'm saying that we're going to have a conversation about accountability, and we have to be able to assess our own individual actions because our actions have consequences, both positive and negative. We learned from jits growing up that life is and how your life ends up is largely impacted by the decisions
That's
that
why
you
I brought
make.
up the alcohol.
If
That's
you
why
decide not to go to class you don't graduate, and you can't get mad when you can't get the same job that your friend did that went to class and studied and did what the fuck they were supposed to do to get that degree. We determine our fate by our choices, and we have to learn to make better choices. And so that's all I'm saying, that we contribute towards the things that happen in our life based upon the choices that we make. And if we make better choices, we can reduce the danger and the risks that are encountered by just being reckless and going somewhere that you know is fucking dangerous and just saying, well, I don't care, I'm still gonna go anywhere. Is that really you making a good decision? And if you sit here and say yes, then I think that it's a whole nother conversation that we need to have, because that's crazy to me.
Shanique.
That was well said. Hold on, let me before you get in there. That was well said. I'm not trying to push a narrative to make victims feel a certain way. I just used a certain example, and I agree from a woman's standpoint, you got to deal with your trauma the way you deal with it, and I respect it. And you should have as much time as you need to deal with your trauma. Shanika, what I was basing, and I like how you broke that down, because it was clear as day, right? But from a man's perspective, a man can't move like that. Like, that's all I'm saying. You get what I'm saying? And it's not a gender thing, right? It's just that we can't. It's not a minute. It's ain't too many men that can walk out here and say, "Woe is me. This is what happened to me," and we're gonna get some type of sympathy on it. And listen, I feel you. If it's a personal issue, I'm not attacking nobody's personal issue. I swear to you, not, because I have a personal person that's been through that. So I'm not attacking nobody's personal issue. The way you broke it down, Shanika, it was clear as day. That's why we can understand it, and we can be like, okay, that makes a lot of logical sense. But men can't walk the earth and be victim. We can't, even if we were victimized, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, the woman she gonna have some sympathy for you, but when you out here in the earth, I can't be like somebody, you know what I'm saying? This happened to me, and you know what I'm saying? At some point, you gotta get yourself up, and it's hard work too. I understand it, you know what I'm saying? But after the sympathy, after the empathy, where do we go from there? Where do we go from there? Do we still push the narrative that because something happened to me, that it affects everybody around me? Or do you mature and say, okay, this happened to me. It was terrible, right? And it shouldn't have never happened to me, but I know how to move now, right? And we're not justifying nobody's actions, Shanika. We're not justifying the predator, none of that. You know what I'm saying? I hate people like that. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, men, we try to fix the issue. I think that's what Trey is trying to. We try to fix the problem. If we can't fix it, then it's, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like then where we gonna go from here?
That's still not fair, Artifacts, because you sat there and said it's not a gender issue, and then turned around and said that men can't operate that way. That makes it a gender issue to say that a man has to get over it and a woman can linger and wallow in it a little bit longer because she's a woman. No, that's not fair. We all are emotional beings. Fair, but all experience trauma. You can't sit here and tell me that if an experience such as great, because men get great too. You can't tell me that that's not going to bother a man the same way that it bothers a woman. I understand the society programs you as a man to have this get over it mentality, but that's still not fair either.
Well, I mean,
I'm not going to dispute you, Shanika. I'm not going to dispute it.
Yeah, let me jump in right quick and piggyback off before I lose train of thought on it. But what I'm gonna say, there are a certain amount of people on this earth that will still operate under the laws of God. Women, children, the disabled, and the elderly should be protected. I know it's some guys, why she can't, why they did this. Listen, real men, well, I ain't even gonna do that. I ain't put the title on. A lot of men, they will continue to try to protect our women and our children and all of that stuff. If they make poor decisions, such as your child do a poor decision, they're gonna get reprimanded or assisted better and different than the man. We're not gonna do this whole, man, we just all equal and all that. That's not what I'm saying. But you have to understand, it is a lot of people on this earth that are men. I should say they are male. They're male at this point in time. They don't care about protecting women. when I say, oh, yes, she should have made a better decision and she should have known not to do this. But at the end of the day, it's a certain class of men that are warriors that will stand up for women, and we still do. The guys that don't want to, we don't care about that. That's fine. They don't have to. I'm still going to practice. Forget my anecdotal thing that I'm going to do, but it is some men that will still protect children, men, the elderly, and the disabled. Whether if they made a bad decision or not, you shouldn't have worn that outfit. This is what men are going to do. And this, we don't do that to them. Protect them as much as we can, as much as you can, and we can move on. It's some guys, they don't care. We know there's some vultures out there. We try to teach women that this is it, what it is, and hopefully they don't fall into that trap at this point in time in their life, but it does happen. But as a man or a male, whatever you want to say it, we are still here to still protect that protective class. And if you don't like it, that's fine. I don't care about a man's opinion about him not want to. Bro, it's enough of us out here. There's a lot of people that squint their eyes. There's a lot of wolves out here.
I got a question.
Yeah.
Right. So
I'm listening.
So as a man, woman, as a human being, period, right? If I'm sitting over here and I tell you not to go over here because these people are like this, is that not a form of protection? Is that not protection?
Yes. Yeah, that is a form of protection.
Right? So if
No,
you
let
make
me-
your own decision,
you can tell it. Yeah, you can do that. You can do that.
You know
Go
what?
ahead.
I'm done.
No, sir, please.
That's the bullshit. So
I'm done as well. I'm
I
out
know
of
it's
here.
bullshit to you. It's okay. It's bullshit to you. That's fine.
Hold on. 2 cents. Let me ask you, right?
Yes, ma'am.
As a parent, right? You tell your child, your daughter, don't go over there to the Marcy projects. Ain't nothing but, a bad influence of people. And she go anyway. And something happens to her while she's there. And then, she makes it through. It's something minor, nothing too crazy mentally, right? Maybe she just got stabbed or something light, right? And she still want to go. What conversation are you going to have with her? Because she's like, hey, I can't live in fear. You know what I'm saying? You could get, just because that happened once don't mean it'll happen every time I go. It's not really that dangerous over there. It's dangerous everywhere. Something could happen to you in a nice neighborhood. I could go where I want to go. I'm not living in fear. How are you going to respond to your daughter? You going to tell her, hey, it's okay. Do what you want. Just be careful. Or what are you going to say?
Well, some of the things that I would say, I don't mean to hurt or denigrate anyone's, if it's a woman in here and stuff like that, because you got to understand it's an open panel. Normally I would talk to this with the fellas, but you are in here and I know where you at and all this stuff. You understand what I'm saying, and you're not going to take it that way. You still, if I told my child not to touch that hot stove, or this elderly person, they're doing something that they can't control or they can't do anymore, or someone is disabled, I'm going to say the woman is still in the protective class because she is. And if she does something, no, I'm just, bro,
go ahead,
don't do that, bro. Because I know you ain't my cup of tea on that. But what I'm saying to you, I understand that they can make certain decisions that could be detrimental to them. But if they make that decision, I'm still in a protective class. I still have to protect it. You can tell a child, if you raise the child, you tell them don't wear this and don't do that. They still can do that. But that's not going to be like, I'm not going to protect you no more because you did it and I told you not to. That's not where we're going, because we know the decisions by history, how it's going to happen. I'll beat my brother up across the head before I beat my sister up across the head about what he did and what he didn't do, because I know and I understand they are in a protective class. If you understand that, I don't expect my woman to protect me. That is my job inherently on this earth is to protect the woman. So if my daughter did something that I said don't do, I get it. They can make those decisions just like the elderly, the disabled, the women. They still in a protected class, and I will keep in that category as such. You can't stop it. I
Okay,
just
but
want to help them.
This
Help
if
them.
we could
narrative
go back,
is
if we could go back
so
to actual,
far
hold on, because he
I
didn't.
want her. Just you, me and you, Go ahead. I'm listening.
I need you to answer my specific question because you gave
Okay.
me some information and I digested that and I understand it, but I need you to specifically answer my question. I'm your daughter. I go over to the Marcy Projects in New York because I hear that it's rough over there, right? Then I come back to you and something has happened. And then I'm like, yeah, it's this little boy over there that I like. I'm going back.
Right.
What are you going to say to me, or what are you going to do? How do you respond to that, to me specifically?
Yeah, on a case by case basis. I know it's very unfortunate. Some kids are hard headed. Some people, they will listen. You tell them one time, they won't do it again. It's other people, they're going to just keep doing it and they're going to run into the wall. It is very hard to watch this train at my age coming down the track, and I know I can't save everybody coming off of it, or running into a brick wall. You've done your job. You said what you can say, and to instill it into that person. And if they choose to do something different, I'm still not blaming them. Look, you do not deserve.
Hold on.
You do not deserve.
I don't mean to interject. I
You do
don't mean
not
to
deserve to
interrupt.
be
I don't mean to
antagonist.
interrupt. Please forgive me. Please forgive me.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
I appreciate the information that you're giving me, and I hear it and I understand it. I'm digesting it. I need you to answer my specific question. When I'm getting ready to walk out of that house, not a case by case situation, but this particular instance, this situation that I'm speaking on right now, I'm in your house. I'm getting ready to walk out the door for a second time to go back to this neighborhood. How are you responding to that? What are you going to say or do once I tell you I'm going back to this dangerous place?
What I would do personally, I mean, like I said,
What are you
I don't know.
me
I
as
don't
your
know.
daughter?
Listen. When I can't win an argument on something, I can make up a hypothetical and it can go endless in the fantasy thing. That's fine. I understand what you're saying. You're not talking about something that's actually happened and stuff. Hypotheticals is a fantasy and what you would think. Michael Jordan, if he was 6 foot and all that. No, just shut up, bro. Hey, no, don't do that. Don't do that. It's one mic. Be respectful. But what I'm saying to you, we can go on and on and on for days about a hypothetical. And what people will not do is talk to you about facts. And when there's not a conversation to have based upon facts, they have to go hypothetical. And now we have an endless amount of what you could do, what you would do, and all that stuff like that. I cannot just answer on the fly what I'm going to do because I know it's hypothetical. And you're just trying to get an answer to what you're saying. I don't do hypothetical. I deal in facts. If you said my daughter or my sis and what, or my son or my daughter, I can talk to you based upon that. You're trying to make me do some fantasy stuff and the conversation can go forever based upon I have a hypothetical thing and it's just an opinion. But what I'm saying to you, I'm telling you right now, that hypothetical situation, I don't know what I would do at that point in time. If that helps you out with the answering, I don't want to do the hypothetical game. What if Obama was white and all that? It's endless. It's endless.
Can we move
Okay,
on?
I just want to make sure you
endless.
hold on, Trey, because I need you.
Answer the question, just say that.
It's too endless. I don't want to do hypotheticals.
If you don't want to do a hypothetical, that's fine. But I need you to understand that I'm not here to manipulate or get a gotcha moment or any of that. It's really trying to get an understanding of how someone would respond in a way to where I'm not blaming you, but then I'm also trying to lead you down the right path to help you avoid danger. So I'm trying to learn. Right. I'm not trying to belittle or do any type of mind tricks or manipulation. I'm trying to understand how can I have a conversation with someone to the extent where I'm trying to impart some wisdom upon them,
Right.
without blaming them, but still protecting them. Because I feel like if I get ready to do some bullshit and you tell me, hey, you about to get caught up in some bullshit, been done that, this shit has happened to multiple, this is something that's been happening since the test of time, that, what I'm saying, I'm trying to protect you, and then they still don't listen, and they still do it consciously, not a baby that don't know what they doing, or elderly person that's has dementia or whatever, but someone that is consciously still doing something that could potentially be dangerous. How can you help that person to understand that what they're doing is dangerous and they don't need to be doing it, without blaming them when something happens that we didn't want to happen?
Yeah, we can do that. We can do that. And I mean, this is not that type of platform that we can actually go back and forth and say actually figure it out. But I understand the dynamics of when I have a conversation with someone and they want to do a hypothetical. Hypotheticals can go so far. It's
This whole
endless.
conversation was
That's
big.
it,
Maybe
it's
The
I'm
all
late.
conversation that you
hypothetical.
came in on was
Started with a
hypothetical.
Let me finish
hypothetical.
my
The
statement. No,
conversation
Conversation
started
was
with a
big.
That's a whole
hypothetical.
bunch of
can I finish my?
bullshit.
Yeah,
Chanel
I'm
gave us
finished.
Yeah,
a
go on, Tusi.
No,
hypothetical
no,
Yeah,
I
situation
know,
that started
I
all
know,
of this.
I
exactly.
know,
You
I
coming
know.
in with
So that's why
hypotheticals
I'm
to
not
begin with.
understanding why my hypothetical is a problem when
No.
it started as a hypothetical.
No,
I'm just
man.
trying to
The
get an
problem because it
understanding,
don't
because
fit
she
his
said
Okay,
that.
narrative.
but
That's why it's a
okay,
problem. Like
let me
the
finish
craziest
what
thing.
I'm
No, I
saying
forgot. You've been
because
talking for 40 minutes.
when
How much longer you need?
man, ain't nobody talking about no 40 minutes, man. Go on with that stupid stuff. But what I'm saying to you,
But
I
you have
know
been talking for fucking
I'm
40
come on,
sorry.
minutes.
hey,
Okay,
can you
you
stop?
you
I'm
gonna
about
be
to
next,
move.
Trey Trey. I promise.
I'm
Okay,
about to
I'm
move.
sorry.
Yeah, you can be
My
next.
fault.
Yeah. But what I'm saying, I understand the dynamics when I'm talking to uh people in a certain room and stuff like that. We try to stay away from so many hypotheticals because I know it's endless and people have their opinions. Whatever someone will say, I'm still going to respect their opinion regardless. But however, the hypothetical, we're not talking about facts about if we was talking about Carmelo Anthony or something like that, what we know as facts. But when we go hypothetical, I ain't saying I don't want to answer your hypothetical, but I'm not interested with going back and forth on this type of platform because
Oh,
it's all kind of people in here that's listening and everybody's got their own opinion. And I definitely respect whatever, if they agree or disagree. All I'm saying to you, if I knew you like that, or we was on a panel and we didn't have that type of stuff, we could actually get to some solutions on some things. I'm in a different lane I'm not 25, I'm not 30. The people that's gonna say things and can't control their emotions, they might be that. I was that person. I'm not gonna knock them for it or what they do or what they don't do. But I apologize if I couldn't answer your hypothetical.
no, it's okay.
I apologize if I couldn't answer your hypothetical that way. Definitely not on a platform like this and let it go berserk because it'll go all over the place. It's great content, but at the end of the day, I understand how you've been talking and other people been talking. I know what you're trying to do and what you want to happen. All I'm just saying, as black people, ain't no whole bunch of white people and Mexicans in here. If we get together and figure out a solution, we actually could, at least in your community. That's all I'm saying. I ain't mad at nobody in here. That little, the dude, what's his name, Trey Trey, he about gonna try to blast me about he's mad about this, and I will respect his opinion just like anyone else's. And I'm out.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. And I understand. I'm just the type of person where you can tell me, okay, don't be condescending, but I'd like an example, right? So I could be like, okay, so instead of saying this, maybe we could say that. And so I'm just saying, as far as me trying to be solution oriented, I'm just genuinely asking it. And somebody in the comments, maybe if you can give me a little blurb as an example of how can I protect someone? How can I help them? And how can I, keep them from, being in a dangerous situation? If it as a, assume as a man or whatever, or as a woman or whatever, like how can we help other people without making them feel like we're blaming them? Like how can we do it? Because it's one thing to say, stop blaming them. Okay, so how do we do it? What's the plan? So that's all. That's the only reason why I was asking, because I respect you, and so I feel like you would have something good to say. Like, well, you know what? I would tell her, hey, I understand that last situation was a one-off, and that doesn't mean it's gonna happen every time. It wasn't your fault that happened. People are shitty sometimes, and we can't control it. But hey, how about this time? I give you a ride over there, and I escort you. That way I can at least try to feel better knowing that I dropped you off and I saw you walk to the door and get inside safely, or whatever. But I know it's hypothetical and you
Hey,
just be making it up on the fly, but I was just hoping to
Yeah.
hey,
get
Shanique.
some wisdom on how I can tell my sons not to do some bullshit without making them feel like I'm blaming them, because the way that I speak, everybody feels like I'm victim blaming. So
Hold up,
I'm
Vaughn.
trying to do better and I'm asking
I
for
got
help.
you. Yeah,
But real quick,
we'll
before
do
you
that.
go,
And
real
now I
quick,
know who I'm talking to. I'm looking. It's hard for me to see it because I'm looking at it on TV and on my phone. Shanika, I promise you, what you're saying, I understand exactly who you are. You're not that confrontation and all that stuff. And actually, I understand who you are. Just know that. But what I'm saying to you, while I'm talking to you, it's like hundreds of people in the room. Some things, it's a reason why when the guys was over here and it was like, hey, y'all kids go in there and do this, that, the other. That's not, it's the virtual world. So I have to watch what I say, how I say it, and try not to offend people and what I'm saying, because some of them don't need to be in there with the conversation. But this internet world has allowed them to do that, and it's okay. But guess what? As adult, we're gonna have to figure out a way to do. We can't do it this way because guess what? They can see it. They this, that, another, whatever. I
right.
get it. But we will get it. Don't worry about it. Look, what I say to you is just surface stuff or whatever.
Right.
I know who the people are in there, and I apologize. I think that guy name was Trey, Trey,
No,
that I'm looking
you
on the
good,
screen.
you
I
good.
want to apologize to him. I don't want to offend him, but it's just my philosophy in life. Bro, you're a lot younger than me. You're a young boy. You're going to do well in life, all that kind of stuff. But I didn't mean to offend you based upon how I think, in my opinion. I still respect anything you say, your opinion, and all of that. That's what we do. Just, I don't want to break that up, make you mad, and all that kind of stuff like that. But now I know who I was talking to. I could see it. I'm like, why is this lady? I know exactly who I'm talking to now. So we
I
good. We
appreciate
good,
that.
Miss
I
Shanika.
appreciate that. So if I can, real quick, I'm gonna bring somebody up, and then Trey, you got the mic.
Yeah.
Oak Cliff, South Dallas, Pleasant Grove,
What up? What
What
up? What up?
happened, my people?
Wow.
How you doing? How you doing?
Hey,
What
what's
y'all
up,
got
big
going?
town?
What up,
Yeah.
Drill? What up, Shanique? What up, everybody?
What's up?
Hey,
How you
What's
doing?
up, brother?
Trey,
Shit, man.
Trey.
Yeah.
D, Trey, what
Yeah.
everybody, man? What's
2
up?
cent. Yeah. No apology needed, man. I was about to say you ain't offend me or none of that. Man. You ain't do nothing wrong. You were just speaking your opinion, man. Everybody got an opinion. Only only thing I had a problem with was it just sounded like you was double talking for real, and that's you know what I'm saying. That's one thing in itself, but um. Yeah, with this whole situation, this is the whole reason why I brought up the whole liquor situation, right? So this is easy to talk about this, right? Because damn near everybody can relate, right? So we going to this situation, to this situation, right? All we got to do is really we can keep it at a addiction situation because that runs through families all over America, right? So if I tell this person this runs through your family. Dot dot dot. Don't do this. You pick it up. You do it anyway. I talk to you again. You might want to stop while you ahead. It's in your family. Don't do that. Then you become a full-fledged addict. And I kick you out or you get kicked out and ain't nobody wants you around. You a victim, right? Because that's a drug that did it to you. Ain't nobody do nothing. I was about to say that's a drug that did it to you. You didn't do it to yourself, right? No, that's false. That is very false. You've been told this that this runs through your family ever since you was younger. Don't do this. You decided to make that decision. You've been told not to go to this neighborhood. You've been told not to do this. You've been told not to do this. And you do it anyway. That right there, if something happens, yes, you have to hold yourself accountable. You have to hold yourself 100% accountable. Yourself. I'm not saying other people got to hold you accountable, but yourself, yes, you absolutely have to hold yourself 100% accountable. And if not, then you're doing something wrong because you've been told, you've been warned. God sent the message through somebody else. And I rest my mic.
Hey, Shanika, let me jump in real quick.
Yeah, I was actually about to pass it to you anyway. So
All right, thank you, sweetheart. See, 'cause my brother don't like hypotheticals, right? He don't, right? Because he know it never ends. When I talk to him on the phone, and he don't like the hypotheticals, and he wasn't trying to be rude to Shanika when he looked and saw who you were, because I talk about you and Drip and all the time, and other people, right? It's just that we have lost our rabbit ass mind on this damn panel. If we be honest, how many times they told you to do your homework, don't hang out, don't do this, don't do that, and your ass didn't listen? Okay, cool. But I don't care what you do. If you decide to do something that's not right or whatever, you still a victim. Now, if and Shanika level set this, if we just talking about morally the victim, or we talking about what the law says? Because that went all over the place. People tell you don't hang out with the boys on the corner. Well, everybody got a record. You went your dumb ass on that corner, and when you got in front of the judge, what you say? My mama wasn't there. I'm the victim and all this. Come on, man. Nobody's telling that certain situations a person's still a victim, right? And I'm like, man, nobody's trying to give nobody a pass, but it's like, come on, man, when we gonna level set this stuff? And and like my brother said, and I'm telling you, buckle your double-breasted lips, because I turn this shit nuclear. But I'm gonna tell you this: he's telling you, me and him talk about it, and even in the world, right, in the military, right, the four pillars was keeping America together. You protect the children, the women, the elderly, and the disabled. And when we get rid of that, we'll be like every other country, and we will crumble on it. And if we think we don't need to do that, I'm telling you, we'll be like every other country. It's just like, man, we're just trying to have a conversation. It's not about right or wrong. It's like, man, can we look at a different way of looking at life? And you see your own life. Because when we abandon certain things, we see it getting better? Do we see it getting worse? We got to be honest. That's why I like coming over to Drip Nation. That's why my brothers over here. We're giving a way, not the way. Stop listening to people that have no way, have no success in their life, and they just rah, 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 rah. I'm like, cool. If you want to follow that path, because one thing about it, I'll tell you this, that you stuck in this planning phase. And I'll say it again. God already got the execution plan, because we all got to leave here. If we're just having a discussion, no need to be rude and disrespectful to each other, killing somebody they dumb and stupid and all that. No, man, we're trying to figure it out. That's why, Shanika, thank you for you reeling it back in. Say, I'm just trying to figure out. My brother doesn't do hypotheticals, right? I got children. You asked me that question, I would have told you what I did do and what I did for other people, right? But my brother, because he said it will never end. I talked to him on the phone, bro. I don't want to do hypotheticals, bro, because we'll never get to the end of it. So I'm glad my brother came back, and thank you for giving him the mic. He said, nah, he respect you. And he said, nah, sweetheart, I wasn't trying to disrespect you. That's just not his lane.
What
Respect
I
happened?
it.
appreciate that. I
What happened?
appreciate that. And so, what?
What happened?
Oh, nothing
Oh, no,
happened.
no.
No, nothing happened. No. Shanika
I
was holding things down. She was holding things down, Drew.
I would like to again, just and going back to for the people that just came in. What up, JD? What up, Petty Pendergrass? Um,
It is.
yeah, and Artifacts. Come on now, you don't gotta. Come on now, quit playing. Even
My bad.
necessary. But I just want to for the new people in the room or whatever. The original hypothetical was if Chanel wanted to go visit a place, just to out of kind of curiosity, like I wonder what it's like here, and correct me if I'm wrong. But she wanted to go visit a place, and then her peers, because I don't know if it was men or women or who, but her people was telling her, hey, don't go there, it's dangerous. And she decided to go anyway, and she ended up getting murked. And she asked, whose fault is that? Like, is she to blame for that? And so that's how the conversation got where it got. And and it ended with me just like genuinely, and Chanel, if you can, chime in, like I'm being dead ass right now. Like if you could, because I consider you a subject matter expert. A subject matter expert, in this particular field, right? So I respect your opinion, and I'm genuinely asking you as a person looking to do better. Like, how can I help someone that is putting themselves in a dangerous situation, and I see it happening, and I want to try to help them without blaming them? What should I do? Should I send them to a professional? Like, how do I approach that conversation in a manner where you don't feel like I'm blaming you?
Like I said, everything beyond yourself is external. So you can tell people something 1,000 times, even your children, your family members, whomever else. You can try to educate them. You can send them to seminars. There's a million things that you could do to inform them. But sometimes, no matter how much education you give someone, they're going to stay stuck where they feel they're right about something. So you can't force your child to not have sex at 16, even though you told her all this stuff about she could get an STD, she could get pregnant, whatever it is. I can't stop that person from making choices that they're going to make for their life. But to me, education is probably the place you need to start.
And so when you say education, do you mean like actual formal education? Like, hey, you need to, what do you,
No,
can you
it's just
expound
like,
on that?
I'm talking about the education that you provide to your child in my scenario about, dangerous situations, kidnapping, what you're going to do with a boy or a girl.
Wait,
All of those.
stop right there.
What?
What did you just say, Chanel? Say that one more time for the folks on the left, right, front, and back. Say that one more time. Going to school and give them what?
Oh, education. Yeah.
Education.
Yeah. I mean,
but
I
when we
wholeheartedly
tell your motherfucking ass don't go nowhere, don't you take your ass over there. And the conversation is done with. There you go.
Okay.
Stop. Like, y'all crazy as fuck. Like,
yes, sir.
I ain't know we were still talking about this shit. Like, let's go to the next thing. Shout out to Robin M for telling us about what's that boy name? Wiggins. What's his name? Armand Wiggins. Whatever his name is. That boy was outside the club.
I'm on Wiggins.
Crazy as fucking crazy. Boy, I take a Zy break and come back and get my high blown. Fuck.
Drip.
Ain't no fucking way.
She asked me a
Drip.
Ain't no fucking way.
Listen.
Ain't no fucking way.
Does he like boys or girls?
Walk away from me. Yes.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh,
he
Lord.
a little
He talking to
tambourine
a
player.
Who's this
woman.
person?
This was outside Diddy.
Armand Wiggins.
Yeah, Wiggins.
Oh, I know him. Okay.
Where is he
I thought
from?
you were say, who is that? Oh
I think
shit,
he's a
Chanel.
content
Know who it is. Yes.
Who is that?
I'm just
he's a
trolling. I'm just
content
trolling.
creator.
Who is that though?
I'm saying I don't
He's
know
a
his person,
content creator,
but he's
and he
a-
like
okay.
a Tasha K
He's
or
Tasha K. Old Apprentice. That's who he
he
is.
was on that. He was on that. What's the name of the thing?
Tasha K.
I think it was
Apprentice.
called. Huh?
He's a member of that community drip.
Oh,
Black man from
um,
Atlanta.
but he
Right.
he took. I
I
think he
might
took.
have to look him up.
I think
Did you
he
comment,
took-
Robin? Are we gonna see where your comments come on the screen?
Shit. Robin said she was there when it was happening. Goddamn. Goddamn. Hold on. Let's see.
Stand back, bitch.
Uh-oh.
Built like that. Who the cloud chaser nigga off of who? Bitch ass nigga, you?
Look.
Oh, look. What's
Is
up
that
with y'all?
Zoe?
Sheriff, get It's Sheriff, get Sheriff
She
to
broke
this
as
motherfucker.
fuck.
Who the fuck is the cloud chaser?
I thought that was Zoe from the Streaming Academy. You know, she violent. Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay, clock that. Clock that. Let's go viral in this motherfucker. Let's go viral.
She cute.
Back up.
Or what? Or get smacked because I can wear hoops too.
Yes.
I can wear a turtleneck too.
Very much back up before you get smacked.
Get smacked.
So do we let these LMNOP victims get a pass for smacking a motherfucking woman than a real nigga smacking a motherfucking woman?
Oh,
Yeah,
Did
I
that
want to know
happen
your
though?
answer on that. Yes.
No,
Oh,
I feel like he
Y'all,
already
y'all
doing
in the
too
nigga
much.
chat, huh?
He
Y'all out
hit
in the
her.
chat?
they
Okay,
ain't get
chat.
no pass, bro. What we talking about?
Come on.
Come
Okay.
on, Robin them, Shiesty
The nigga
Bun.
grown ass man.
Y'all giving him a
I
pass?
feel like he
Y'all liking
already
him?
doing too much.
Come on. Are we
I
gonna
mean,
sit
I
here
don't
and
know
let
if
this shit
you
go?
probably never watched Bro Content Drip, but he real disrespectful. I ain't even gonna lie to you. He like the gay version of me.
I'm not playing with
Bro,
you.
Somebody boot this nigga demon
Well,
off
you
the channel
just
for
set
free. Hold
yourself
on,
up.
people.
Somebody go jump on
Get
that.
his ass for
What?
free. This
What?
nigga ignorant.
I had the gay version.
See, y'all gotta see them clips with Demon ass dancing and voguing. That shit is fucking hilarious, boy. Y'all tell you that
Ooh.
shit is
No,
hilarious.
he be calling them daddy. That shit be funny.
Man, that shit is funny as fuck. It's like
You like
three
it,
of them moving
daddy?
side to side and shit. I'm like, bruh, this
that's how you
nigga ain't
emasculate
shit.
niggas real quick.
This nigga ain't shit, boy. God damn.
But
Man,
nah,
look.
Armand, he a demon, bro. Like he a really good content creator. Tasha K built that nigga brick by brick. So yeah, but he stabbed her in the
Mm.
back
I might have
recently, and they're not cool no more.
Oh my
And he
God.
kind of, I ain't gonna say he snitched on that Cardi B shit, but it was rumors. Never mind. Let me leave that shit alone.
Yeah, you being a demon again. God damn it. Go ahead, 2 cents.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, I hope we understand we're still in a crisis, man. You know, when I was looking over there, I saw Simp God. I think that's the dude that I be watching, and I think he be like in a truck or something like that.
Yeah.
It's crazy to see him over there chilling like that. But yeah, man, we in a crisis, and I know we don't have our ages and all this kind of stuff posted and stuff like that. But I know for a fact, I don't know how my grandparents did it or my parents did it. I still had respect. I don't care if you was a bum on the street or you was a scholar or anything like that. You got to understand, my generation is responsible for this. These kids that are 20 years old or 25 and 30 years old, the people that's talking to me like this, and they were gonna say things to people that are older, I know they don't have that respect because I know they didn't raise them like that. I come from the Freaknik era, Black Bike Weekend.
Kappa Beach Party. What you talking
Yeah,
about?
yeah,
Yeah.
Daytona Beach, man. I stayed in Jacksonville, Mayport, all that. I'm up and down. It was 6 hours to get back and forth to North Carolina and all that. So at the end of the day, when I listen to a lot of the children, I cannot blame what they say and what they do because they don't have the same level of respect. I'm talking about not cursing and not wearing something in front of them, not pulling your gun, your firearm out or something like that in front of them. And they don't have that same respect. I know. Hey, look, I'm the first one to say, hey, blame yourself because you raised those spawns to do those things, and we're gonna have to figure out a way to fix it. Man, it's out of control. Drip, you know it is, man. These white
No, shit. That's
Can
why I
I
asked the question.
respond?
Do we get this nigga a pass because he Element OP? Because they
Can I?
no.
they
Can I
always
go
say we
next?
support the hold on, man. Damn.
Go ahead.
They always say they goddamn we support the damn abuser. If he talking about slapping this woman, then y'all some fucking hypocrites.
No,
So
man,
can I respond to?
you broke it down with the alphabet community. I understand that. It's been that for a while, but we are keep you know, accepting certain things. Okay, we accept this, we accept that. They can compete in the sports and stuff. Man, you know when you went to
I got that clip too.
school,
I got
yeah,
that
you
clip
don't.
too, 2 cents.
Hey, Drip.
You can't do
That clip
that.
too.
I'm
Yeah.
like, that's what they are accepting right now. Either you're gonna get with the program or you're gonna deny it and push it out the way. I've always known I don't want to insult anybody. We call them punks,
Yeah.
stuff like that. Yeah. I mean, I don't want to disrespect the channel. Yeah, we call them punks. We know what a punk is and what he do. Yeah, he can beat a woman up. He gonna slap him up and this, that, and other. But guess what? He got dealt with after he did it. He got dealt with from men in the community, because I know women are still in the protective class. You're not gonna do that. That's the deterrent. You can't beat my sister up. I know you can beat her up, but if you did, guess what? There's consequences become behind it. And right now they're trying to figure out a way to go ahead, Drip.
They praise these folks, bro.
Yeah, I can't do it. I can't do it, man.
Let me tell y'all something quick.
Sorry.
Let me tell you a quick little story. I was at the Pearland Mall. Bruh, it was this little LMNOP, little old bitty about 5'4", just firecracker. Oh my God. I'm like, bro, look at this little nigga. He's yelling at this 50-some-year-old lady, talking about you stalking my mama for this nigga. You better leave my mama alone. Stop following my mama. Bro, start whooping the woman, bro.
Yeah.
In front of everybody. Bro, on my mama. If my little brother didn't get to that boy before I did, bro, my little brother grabbed that boy by the back of his motherfucking collar and turned this motherfucking upside down on my mom. Hey, bro, the police was pulling up. I ain't bullshit. That shit was so embarrassing, bro. It was so fucking embarrassing, bro. You gonna whoop this fit? I'm talking about he was whooping her too. Whooping this lady, bro. Like nobody moved. I'm like, nigga, please, boy. Hey, nigga, don't threaten me with a good time. It's dope. Bro, my little brother got to him before I did, bro. And I'm talking about, boy, twisted the collar up to where he damn near was choking him. That boy calmed the fuck down immediately. But you ain't got the type of energy for little bro. Man, get out of here, bro.
Yeah, keep doing what you do, bro. Protect
I was about to say,
Go ahead, baby.
I was about to say, Drip, I ain't even gonna sit there. Oh,
go ahead, Chanel.
I just want to say one
go
thing,
ahead.
because I think people were saying or trying to compare this situation of this girl yelling, screaming, cussing this man out or whatever to a victim that just was innocent, being in a bad area.
Man, we not finna talk.
Can I just say one thing, because I'm not trying to argue that, but for you to compare it, this situation is different.
Who compared it?
Somebody was saying, what should he do and something. But my point is only this, and then I'll mute my mic. This situation,
somebody was saying something.
This situation, this person it's provocation. They're being provoked to do something. So if you're provoking someone and they respond violently, that's on you, in my opinion.
Even a man and a woman, Chanel?
I'm not gonna ever tell the woman that, but I'm saying in my mind, the logic is to me, and let me take that back. I probably would say it.
Come on now, Chanel. Come on now,
day,
please.
At the end of the day, if you provoke someone, I do believe whatever happens to you happens to you. And I just want to say this is completely different than what the conversation was earlier. That's
now, Chanel, you know they finna drag your ass for that shit, right?
Drag me, I'm good. Go ahead and drag me.
No. Hold on, wait. You saying that whatever happens to, even with the man and woman situation, a nigga slap a motherfucking woman, whatever happens to her, that's what you're saying, right?
No, what I'm saying is if you are provoking someone,
Chanel, I asked,
yes,
okay, if the woman is provoking the man, Chanel, cool, we can put it in your sitting. If the woman is provoking this man, and on this live, he turned around and backslapped the shit out of her, that's what happened to her?
Yeah.
Wow.
So why you didn't agree with JP when he said that?
Wow.
What do you mean?
Why you didn't agree with JP when he said that?
When did he say this? And I probably
JP said that if a woman is provoking him, he gonna knock the shit out of her, and we will argue with his ass.
Provocation means this person has done something that's crazy disrespectful. JP was saying, let me finish. JP was saying in the conversation that I
so you're not gonna throw the back pellet the windmilling on her like you do me, Drip?
If a woman
gets out of line. Wait. Hold on. Watch this. That's not the same. Oh my God. Well, I don't know what part she's saying. That's not the same.
Walking up to a complete stranger, cussing them out is not the same as I'm living in the house with this terrorist. Like, let's stop. Don't do that. You brought that on yourself. If I'm in the house with my husband,
you can provoke when you're in a relationship. You just can't provoke a stranger.
No,
Got it.
I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is this person, you don't know them. So if you don't know them, you probably shouldn't provoke them. You probably shouldn't be threatening them. You probably shouldn't be cussing them out if you don't know that person. to compare it to JP, what I've ever heard him say is, if my woman, my wife or whatever,
Wow.
if she is being disrespectful to me, or she didn't know it was, if she doesn't follow the rules, then yeah, I'll beat her up. That was what he said to me.
Look
No,
at
that was
And I don't
not.
agree with
comments though.
that.
That's
I don't agree with
Bro,
that.
look at these
That's
comments.
not what he said.
So
Okay.
he should let her beat on him? But soon as the nigga swing back, it's fucking
That's not
death.
how I would operate. But
No,
I'm
I'm reading the
saying,
comments. I'm reading the
Oh,
comments, Chanel.
okay.
I ain't talking about you. But wait a minute, bro. See, I knew
that's what I'm
somebody. I
saying,
knew
bro.
this shit was
This shit
fucked
go
up.
crazy.
I fucking knew these motherfuckers wasn't worth the shit. I knew this shit. Bro, if you mean to tell me, so Shiesty, maybe I'm reading this is wrong. So you're saying, so he's going to let it. Wait a minute. If
So
this
he
woman
should
is
let her
screaming,
beat on him?
hold on, wait. I don't even want to read. If this woman is screaming in the background, as hard as y'all go for Meg versus Tory, and he pull out a gun, and the gun fall in his shooter, you gonna say the same thing?
He didn't even. Oh my god.
You gonna say the same thing, Shiesty? Stand on business.
Don't brag Meg in this. Don't brag
Whatever
Meg in
he
this.
a wishy-washy back and forward, boy, let me stop. Y'all gotta stop. Come on, bro. Chanel just sit up here saying, whatever happens to her, the nigga shouldn't be slapping her no way.
Hey,
She
Drip.
ain't touch him.
Hey,
I
Drip.
agree.
So what you talking
I
about?
agree, but I'm saying it's not the same as the other scenarios because this person isn't innocent. That's all I'm saying.
Is it? Oh my God.
Hey, Drip.
Oh my God. Bro, this is
But
crazy.
go ahead and drag me. Y'all can drag me.
I'm not
by
dragging.
my edges
I'm
all
just
the way to
saying,
my house.
Chanel.
Go on,
You
drag
just
me.
said, hold on, don't provoke the drag, you know what I'm saying? Because I get on your ass too. But I'm just saying, listen to it. I'm just saying, Chanel. Because I don't want to make it seem like it's an ambush.
Maybe I'm a
You
hypocrite.
telling me, no, just feel your boy.
Okay.
Okay, so just feel your boy. Wow. Let me just say, you're saying to me, Chanel, the one that's always on the other side now, Drip, this woman is provoking him. If he beat the shit out of her on this live or wherever they at, she got what she deserved. That's what you just said to me, right?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
That shit crazy, right?
If a bully is
Yeah,
bullying you
we just
and you
disagree on
respond
that one, mama.
physically,
No, I said a man and woman,
no, I
Chanel.
know. I don't
This
ever want.
man right here, no matter. So does it matter if he looks like Debo or this nigga here?
Yeah, it does.
Now,
It
for
actually
real,
does.
answer the question.
I
It
can't
actually
take
does.
you.
No.
I
It
just,
don't.
Answer
it's
Not
not
to
the.
gonna
me.
change. I'm not
Oh,
gonna
okay,
change.
cool.
It's
No,
a
I'm
That's
talking about
opinion.
perfect.
to the
That's
woman.
perfect,
It's
Chanel.
only my opinion. Y'all don't have to
No.
agree.
Listen to me. No. That's perfect. You said it don't matter. Debo or this little nigga, right? Cool. So you mean, boy, this is some fucked up shit. And you just said you was making your way downtown, walking fast through the wrong
You
neighborhood.
are stupid.
Hey, hey,
That
Drip.
chopper hit Chanel. She threw.
Hey,
Oh
Drip.
my God. But it's not
But
your.
Drip, think about it like
Oh,
this. Imagine this your sister, right? And this is what a lot of them dudes
Come on,
don't
Sim God.
understand. You see this my sister or my girl,
Oh,
I don't care who it is, truth be told. I
oh,
don't like seeing niggas put their hands on women, period. And I will crash out. I don't want a nigga that crash out on you on some random shit.
oh
I'm pulling
God.
Thank
extra
you.
hard. So
Bruh.
like the way it
Damn, I
really
just told you
works,
if I would have got to that boy first, it would have been over with. But bro got to him and he jacked his ass up. But now,
I
go ahead,
tell
my
you, bro,
bad.
I keep the shank on me. So I would have just whipped out on bro, like, bro, you looking real tough over here. I want to play too. Let's go
Yeah,
ahead and
let's
delete each
like
other then. Fuck it then. You know what
let's
I'm saying?
go.
If you really about that shit, but if you not, dog, just go home. You know what I'm saying? Like there was a video drip of this. I don't know if you saw it. It was actually, I think it was in Houston. Old white man was pressing up on a pregnant black woman. Right? I guess like they carts had bumped each other, some shit in the parking lot. Bro, he was pressing the hell out of her. Bro, tall ass black man came on with a cowboy hat. Bro, this nigga's playing no games.
I'm
This nigga
telling
said,
you,
"Hey,
bro, that's how it's
back away
going.
now."
That's why I say, bro,
Soon
real
as
time
Cuz
demon, we
raised his
protecting our
fist,
women, bro.
bro, he dropped that nigga immediately, drip, and he put out the burner on that nigga in
Come
broad
on,
daylight.
bro. You in Texas. That burner coming.
What's the burner? Is that the silencer?
Firearm.
I'm just saying,
Oh,
demon. That show you right there. Niggas is protecting women, bro. Everybody ain't fucked up now. Some people fucked
Yeah,
up, but
that
not
nigga popped up out
everybody,
of
bro.
nowhere.
Come on, bro.
I was
Like, ain't
about to
nobody
say,
finna go for that shit.
Drip,
Ain't
you got
nobody going for that shit. Go ahead.
you got to understand this, right? This see, and the thing is, y'all speaking from
Wow.
y'all. No, that's what I'm saying. Y'all speaking from a man's perspective.
Mm-mm-mm.
Feel me? In a female's eyes, right? This is the thing, right? In a female's eyes, that zesty dude, they feel like they can beat that zesty dude because they don't
Man,
feel like
please,
that zesty dude is a.
boy. Trey, that little nigga was whooping that woman, bro. I'm
I
talking about like a
already
Trey
know
pure
Trey has a
nigga,
point.
he's
bro.
still a man. I already know he's
Like a
still a man.
pure
Like you
nigga,
feel me?
bro.
Like, but that's what I'm saying. Like when they be zesty like that, I'm trying to tell you, like. I don't know what it is.
Bruh.
Like females be feeling like they can. You feel what I'm saying? They be feeling like they got a chance. I be like, that's still a man, right? Like,
So Robin, she didn't touch the nigga though.
Yeah, that's
I'ma
why
start
I
doing
was
the shit
waiting
this
to interject because
microphone
Robin been.
does.
I
Black
was about to
woman
say
is
Robin,
God.
man. Robin and
he
M
said,
definitely shocked me because
Y'all already
anything
know
I was
Robin
about
gonna
to
always
say,
take the
I just
woman's
feel like she
side. Y'all wasting your time with that one.
Now she with the nigga.
that's crazy.
yeah,
That's a woman in her mind. That nigga's, you know what I'm saying?
See,
If
that's why I
if that
said, would
if
it
this
matter
was
if
Jay
it looked
Prince in
like
this clip
Debo
being
or this nigga right
antagonized
here?
by a woman,
Come on, bro.
if this was Jay Prince in this clip being antagonized, there would be nobody saying it's okay for him
Nobody,
to
bro.
That's
talk to
exact.
her a certain type
You.
of way or any
I
of that
just
shit.
said
That's a
that.
fact, bro.
I just said that.
Bro,
No,
I
I
just
just
said
said
that,
it
I
bro.
don't
too.
agree with that.
I just said the same thing. If it looked like the real Debo and this little nigga here, would it make a difference? Nobody said nothing.
I don't
I
know what
also
you never
said,
I
say,
would
but
you
I
did.
think
I
disrespect
did
wrong,
say
left,
that.
Agnes?
right, drip. The
Come on,
man
bro.
would tell, especially let's say if my brother Bronze was here, for example. He would
Wow.
tell JP that you're supposed to exercise your masculinity at all times, that you shouldn't be behaving like women. So it don't matter what level she stood to, you're supposed to at all times remain stoic as a man. That's what they would
Man,
tell that nigga.
stoic
That's a
is
fact.
nuts. Straight up. Oh my mama, that shit don't make no fucking sense to me, bro. Hell nah, bro. That's crazy, bro. Like, that's why I said if the nigga look like the real Debo or this nigga, and the fact that y'all letting this nigga make it because he's saying bitch.
You know, it's
This little
crazy,
woman
drip.
on the
This the
side of him,
kicker.
she a cute little thing, little old petite motherfucker. Like, and he whooped the
So
shit
listen,
out of her.
I
If
have
it
to
was
Bro,
a
say,
black
y'all are
man
This
there and
fucking
has
he did
crazy.
nothing
nothing,
to do with gender. Is crazy work because if the
That's
nigga
wild.
dress like me, talk
That
like
is
me, and look
wild.
like me, oh my goodness, y'all be
That's
going
wild, bro.
crazy right now.
Wild,
I
bro.
do
That
think,
boy, that man Tory ain't even touched that girl when he doing time that
That's
crazy, and
crazy,
y'all
bro. That's
and
crazy.
then y'all talking about well he in there, but when this
That's wild,
zesty
bro.
oh LGBTQ elemental P touched that woman,
That's wild, bro.
now it's all good because it's not about gender.
no, hell no.
He
That's
why
a
told
is
her
it
fucking
several
grown
so?
ass
times to back
man.
up. I be
That was
That
damn.
is
said.
a grown
Boy,
ass
y'all
man.
wild.
I
I
think
see now, boy. I see. See, this is why I see. That's why they call trolls. They spark the motherfucking conversation whichever way and go against
oh
it,
yeah, and
bruh.
you fell for it
Ain't
too.
no fucking way. See, I'm glad y'all said drip you two invested in the chat. Yeah, let me get the fuck
right.
out that motherfucker because y'all gonna stress a nigga out. Ain't no way fucking way in here.
But I wanted to
Ain't
say
no
one
fucking
thing.
way in here.
I think that what Mr. Trey is saying has
Yeah,
some
let me
merit,
get
but I
about that
think it's
motherfucker.
because this is my personal opinion. I do think that women, not all women, uh,
Wow.
don't see a flamboyant gay man as a threat.
Oh,
I
I'm
do
clipping
think
this.
that
Ooh, I'm
that's
clipping this
probably
shit here, boy.
why
Oh my.
Shit.
I'm
I'm
not. I'm
clipping
just
this shit.
telling you what I think. I'm not saying that's the right thing to think.
Ooh, boy.
Shit.
Okay.
I feel
That's
like if
that's
somebody think that, they probably ain't hung around no gay people to think that.
boy,
Ain't
this is
no way
crazy.
you can have gay
If she
friends in
say,
real life and think that shit. Ain't no
Look,
fucking
nah,
way.
but you got, what's
They
up,
be
people? What's
fucking
up, my people?
scrapping,
Okay.
Yeah, but they
hey,
don't,
scrapping.
but to women, that is a woman. That's not a man. That's a
ah,
woman. You
damn.
get what I'm saying?
Sure.
So it's
So
hard for
D-Town,
them to
he hit her
That's
say
a
with the
You
real
see
woman.
two gay people
That's
fight,
a
you gonna look at them like
woman.
they two men. Even when they got a dress on or whatever, they gonna look like two men fighting because that's how they
boy, this
look. They
wow.
strong.
Oh my God.
Get
I
the fuck
know.
out of here.
This
I don't
is
see.
wow, bro.
Okay.
Man,
We're
Wow.
not
That's a
saying
personally,
that.
I don't
woman.
care
But
about
but
that
we
gender
We're
all
not saying
identity
it's
understand
shit.
right.
Cause if you was
it's
born a man,
acceptable.
I'm beating your
Yeah,
A
ass.
you a
man gonna
nigga.
come out when it's
Yeah,
time to fight.
yeah. Yeah, you a
But you
I don't
know
give
nigga,
a
no
fuck
matter
if you
what
We
y'all
dress
talking
like a
about.
understand. That's
woman.
what I'm
acceptable.
None of
trying to
that
tell
shit
y'all.
matters.
See, we
But you know
understand. You
it's
feel
I
me?
was
Like
just
acceptable,
we
way
giving
more
don't
y'all.
care
I
acceptable.
was
if
just
you
giving you
if
guys
you
Boy,
perspective.
this
LGBTQ
is
elemental P.
crazy, boy.
Like you feel me? Like we don't care if you LGBTQ element OP. If you a man, you getting all this crazy work. Flat out.
People not
I don't know
tripping on that, especially
I
a gay
wasn't
like
man
trying
his
to say
fighting.
it
sexuality wouldn't
right.
save him, bro. In the hood, like at least where I come from, I can only speak for Detroit. Like niggas niggas don't care about that stuff. Niggas, I tell my wife all the time that even if somebody had, you know, some type of mental illness or whatever, nobody cares, bro. They expect you to act accordingly at all times. If you don't, you get
Facts.
treated proportionate to what you did. That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of the times, specifically Detroit, because again, I can't speak for nowhere else, niggas will take it too far immediately. Because it's like I said a million times before, a nigga can't really come to me and tell me why he beat on a woman.
Mm-mm.
That
Never.
don't make no sense. Like a nigga can tell me, oh yeah, bro, I shot that nigga. He tried to break into my house. You know what I'm saying? But if a nigga say, yeah, bro, I raped the woman or I beat her up on some Diddy Cassie shit, bro, it's literally nothing you can tell me after that. You a whole ass nigga straight up. Whatever happens
It's
to you happens to
go.
you. Yeah.
Like,
Cause
bro.
that's
So wait,
same thing for gay men.
hold on. Watch this real
That's
quick.
okay.
I'm gonna let y'all go. So take this little pussy ass nigga out and put JP in there. Take this nigga out and put JP ass in there. You gonna say the same thing, Robin?
Oh
Fuck
shit!
I
no.
guarantee that answer
Don't
for the
fall
change.
for it,
I
Robin.
guarantee.
Don't
Fall
bite
for
the
what?
apple. Don't
Fall
fall
But
for
for it.
what? That's
but
encouraging a
I'm
nigga to fight a
joking. I'm
woman.
joking. I'm
but
joking.
I
I
but
Come
hear
on,
but I
man. But you
thought
can't
Drew,
joke
I
right
thought
now,
we
man. Come on,
always
man.
understood that it was for a game with a gay man fighting a
What?
woman.
I ain't never said that.
Hell no.
Boy, let me tell you, boy. That's
I didn't
wild.
say that.
Let me
I
tell y'all
didn't say
something.
that.
In
Like
Houston,
I done seen some
boy,
gay niggas, like gay flamboyant niggas be whooping on hoes and
that's
shit.
wild.
Niggas stay out that shit. Nigga ain't
That's
about to
wild.
do
Nah,
nothing
hell
with that
That's
no.
shit.
wild, bro. That's wild.
Hell
Them
no.
Yeah.
niggas
That's
hoes.
wild, bro. That's wild. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. That boy was whooping that 50-year-old woman, bro. Probably 50 plus, bro. At the mile, I'm telling you, nobody moved, bro. My little brother,
Well,
he
I
hit that
know,
boy with
nah,
a hop,
facts.
skip, and jump. I'll do it, and
Oh, we was on the
she
block. We
wait,
had to
What
take that
happened?
nigga kneecaps off. On God.
What
boy.
the
On A God. He
little
had life
50-year-old
fucked up.
woman do to the gay dude? She got
Bro,
that
she
ass
was
on
It
her.
no.
don't
Boy,
matter.
He
facts.
charged her up
Yeah.
on some well, yeah, it don't really
That's
matter.
what
But
I'm talking
he he was yelling at her, like telling her, stop trying to follow my mama by some nigga. So clearly his mama
That's what I'm
was
saying.
talking
So
to a
what was
man that had something to do
so
with
what
that
was
woman.
okay. So the
And
50-year-old woman was talking to the gay nigga.
no, come on, DJ. Okay,
Okay,
so
talk to
the
me. That's what I'm
nigga
saying.
that
I'm
was
talking about.
P followed this woman to the mall. The woman that was
Okay.
at the mall was clearly having the same type of conversation with this man that his mama was having. So the
The
woman
gay
was
dude on
following his
the gay
mama.
dude on the team. The gay dude on the
His
screen
mama.
right now.
His
Okay,
mama,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
His mama and
But
that
see,
50-year-old lady were talking to the same man, clearly.
Drip,
Right.
let me holler
So
at D-Town because we got history. That's my
hold on, hold
man.
on,
Now,
hold on,
D-Town.
Demon. So
Oh,
hold
go
on,
ahead.
Demon. Hold on. So the goddamn woman was following the gay dude mama. And
Okay.
like, like kind of like pressing her, like, you need to leave my man alone. So he
Okay.
followed her to the mall, bro, and whooped her.
Oh yeah, that's the type of shit that yeah. That's some
Oh,
That's
gay
what
so
I'm
nigga.
his
That's
saying, bro.
gay
Like
nigga
justification
what?
shit.
was okay.
But that's
I
what I'm
got
trying
it.
to see. That's what gay niggas do. That's what I don't
But
understand how
bro,
like
that don't excuse that nigga
nah, I ain't
still
saying
got
it's an excuse.
testosterone.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
nah, facts. I'm not saying it's an excuse, but I'm saying like in the world, in the world, they they accept gay men with the same behavior than what they do with Jay Prince, bro. That's
I
all
agree.
I'm saying.
I
Bro,
1,000%
That's
agree.
hell
all I'm saying.
no.
Cause
1,000%
look, Drip, you just heard a woman out her mouth say a gay man is not a
Oh,
threat.
shit.
That's what you just heard this girl say, bro. So that's why they treat them that way, fam. That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm
That's
saying,
what
Drip.
Chanel said, not
Bro,
me.
that's
Did.
Oh,
wild.
okay, for sure.
That's
Yeah, I
That's who said
disagreed
it.
with that D-Town. That's not how we roll down here. So I don't know,
wild.
with how y'all do it in Texas, but nah, in Florida, use a man, Damon. You not
Yeah.
finna be sitting here
So she
beating up
was
on no
doing something.
motherfucking woman. You damn sure ain't finna do around my peoples. They gonna stomp your ass out. You a fucking man. You powerful. I don't give a fuck you got a skirt on. Nigga, you still got that mask. Yo,
See,
palm, like, nah, man, hell nah.
so she said JP antagonized. No, I'm saying if JP was in the same situation as this Armand dude, literally recording himself with this woman in the back trolling, going crazy, but she don't touch him. If JP touch her, y'all going to the court yourselves. We seen him on live. Hell yeah, he did it.
That's a fact.
Stop the bullshit. But you know what? I just told myself I wasn't gonna do this no more. So yeah, y'all
So this
motherfucking
how I look
opinions
at
in the
it,
chat.
right?
Oh, child. Ooh-wee.
So D Town, what I
Stay
was
out of
gonna
the
say to
chat.
you, right? D Town, come off mute real quick so we can have a conversation. That way I know we talking if you don't mind, nigga. But when me and D Town got into it, I had said some fucked up shit about his people, right?
Damn,
It
Daryl.
was uncalled for,
Nigga a
right?
demon.
And
The fuck?
You been fucking having this, you going on this makeup tour like every day, every
no,
stream.
no,
You
no, no.
calling
Me and D
somebody up to the
Town,
platform.
no, me and D Town been reconciled months ago. It's not damn near like a year ago now, right? But you know what I'm saying? It was a time where
Yeah, them
that
niggas be
nigga D
talking all the
Town, he
time.
be trying niggas.
Literally,
He a
nah, I'm
troll.
just fucking
So,
with him because he
but
Nah, we
always
ain't
on
fucking
stuff.
with that
Back when
shit.
we
That
were
nigga is
beefing,
he on the demon tour right now. Come on, let's go, demon.
he got a story for
really, it
everybody
was
when
no
he was
reason to
beefing.
say
Like,
that shit. That's like that's my point. It was no reason to say or do the shit. And the same reason, like
But
because it's no reason to even smack shorty. If you do it, then you got to deal with come with that shit. That's all it is, bro.
shit. Cause guess what? The
mm,
police gonna take his ass to jail like he's a nigga, which what he is. I
and
don't
he gonna go
understand
to the
why y'all
nigga
let
That'll
that
be
little
the
side
lucky
sassy shit
part.
fool
with
y'all.
all the rest of the niggas.
That's wow. Boy, yeah, I ain't going out with nothing y'all talking about. Hell now. I see what time it is. Like
Yeah, I
what?
don't think it's cool for men to put their hands on women though, but that's just
That's
my opinion.
wild than a
I don't think that
motherfucker.
there's any situation that'll justify a man beating on a woman. And I teach my boys restrain a woman. Grab them fucking shoulders or grab them arms like that, restrain her ass, and you leave. Unless it's your house. Kick her the fuck out. But I tell them if they can to restrain a woman and rather than throw them hands. Cause
Bruh, I ain't gonna lie. I wish one of them LMNOP niggas would try to play my sister. What? Ooh, boy, you talking about Mike Tyson punch eyed. Man, there's
That's
gonna be some punching going on. But I'm talking about, bro, I'm telling y'all, nobody moved, bro, when that boy was out there whooping. I'm talking about he had to knock it down like immediately.
welcome to America.
He's sitting on top of her, punching the shit out of her.
Bro,
Damn,
I was about to say, bro,
that's
I was going to
crazy.
sit there.
that
I was
is
about to
crazy.
say, don't count a woman out though, cause my sister fucked with
I'm
me.
not about to play with him.
Listen, I ain't
Oh
gonna.
no, Trey, I didn't see some whoop some
I'm
niggas
not
for sure.
playing
Nah,
with
I
Oh
didn't
him.
see
no,
that.
no,
I didn't
listen, right?
see
Let
it.
me tell you, I'm talking about some this story real recent, right? So, boom, right? So, make a long story short, one of my exes for real, right? Boom. I couldn't, you feel what I'm saying? My sister was like, yeah, boop, 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 don't even give you all the time of day. So I'm like, all right, bet. Boom. I listen, right? So boom, I ain't messing with her no more. That's why she my ex, you feel what I'm saying? Bunk. So you feel me? That's want to say probably like a month ago.
I'm
About
trying.
a month ago, she get the call on my phone, like, yeah, Dummy, where you at? Woo, woo, woo. I'm in her house. She like, man, tell me why I just fought this nigga. I'm like, the same nigga you told me not to fight. Man, she sent me some pictures, man. I'm trying to tell you, this man was fucked up. That's the thing. I'm talking about some. She ain't had nothing knowing. I said, damn, what the fuck? I said, what the fuck you took? Like, the fuck type pill you taking? He was like, I ain't take nothing. Girlfriend pissed her off, and that was that. He had said the wrong thing, and she ran to your mouth. She said, I still owe you ass whooping.
Wow.
So yeah, I was about to say,
Hey,
I was about to
Shiesty.
say, I was about to say, but see, the thing is, see, my sister not no regular girl out here. My sister fucking female, so it's, you feel me, like she got to be ready, like, you feel what I'm saying, like I'm trying to tell you, like we was
Oh,
really, you feel me, I made sure
Ooh.
my sister was right out this motherfucker, like my sister, yeah, she one of them. She can't fuck with me, but she one of them. She'll knock your ass out. She
boy.
she can knock me out. She punched me the right way. I ain't gonna hold you, but
Mm.
yeah, yeah,
You know what though, Petty? Like, I don't know if you trolling or if you dead ass, but
I'm
and that's
dead
why I
serious.
tell them to make their best effort to restrain or leave. But leave. If you can leave, leave. But if you
Well,
get caught up in
yeah.
the situation, pin that hole down to where she can't move.
That's why his name Petty pinned her
Like
ass
my
down.
sister
Like,
barber and all that. I ain't lying. My sister barber and all that. Like, yeah, my sister, yeah,
man,
like, yeah.
I'm telling you, I'm whooping some. I'm talking about whooping some, nigga. I don't give a fuck what you talking about, nigga. You play, boy. You crazy, boy. You playing with my sister or nigga my family, bro, just because you think you a sassy and nigga you can twist better than some of these women, boy, I'm slapping the shit out your ass. Boy, I'm talking about handprint cross your shit, boy. I'm talking about disrespectful too. Like, come on, bro. That shit's out of fucking order, bro. These niggas, and then as soon as they start whooping on these women, or goddamn Shiesty get beat up, or a Robin get beat up, they gonna be like, well, shit, I thought y'all was cool with the nigga, you know what I'm saying? Shit, y'all shouldn't have walked up on the nigga. Oh, Drip, you support the goddamn abuser. Oh my God. This boy, what?
You can't win for losing, bro.
Let
You
me
can't
tell
win for
you.
losing. You can't win for
It
losing.
was his fucking birthday. Boy, y'all ain't worth a fuck.
And you know, and you know, and you know what? And you know what? That's exactly why it's all black women fault.
Boy,
Cause shit like
I know now. I know
Abort.
now what's going. Oh, I know now. Demon, thank you. I
Mm.
know now. I
Mm.
see. I see what's going on now. I see what's going on. That's for sure. We got some motherfucking spinners in the chat. I be back.
But
Not
I just feel
spending.
like if he's at a court, like, aren't there like security and officers? Like,
Not
he could have
outside
just
the court.
walked in there and been like, "This whole harassing me," and or I don't
Okay.
know, but I
the
guess.
gender
But
don't matter.
if he hit her first,
whoever type the gender don't matter is crazy.
boy, the woman didn't even touch him. Y'all already, whatever happens to her, happens to her. And coming from Chanel, I wasn't expecting that. I ain't gonna hold you. I was not
I would
expecting
have expected him to match her energy. Like, she popping her shit,
He
pop
probably
your
did.
shit, because don't nobody cuss you out worse than a gay man. Like, I'm just not even for
We
start
know.
a battle with them because I know that they gonna finish it. You feel me? So why he ain't just match her energy? I feel like he escalated it, but I don't know. I don't know who threw the first hit. That so I can't
So
speak to
She
that,
was
but
you're saying
unhinged.
he
She was
actually
just
hit her?
screaming. She didn't walk up on him and touch him. Now, unhinged means she threw something at his ass or clocked his ass with something. Then, bro, protect yourself the best way you can, but not beat up the motherfucker, like not slap her around. Like,
oh, so
that's
she hit him first.
crazy.
Hmm.
Boy, that's wild, boy. I can't believe what the fuck I just seen, bro. Like that shit is like, oh,
I was about to say the video ain't even play. I ain't even see it.
bro.
Me either.
Let's see.
Smack me.
Back up, bitch.
Smack me.
Oh, not back up.
I'm gonna get smacked. I'm gonna get smacked, bitch ass nigga. You getting pressed.
I
You
bet that
getting
nigga wouldn't have
pressed.
no energy for no
Alright,
nigga.
man, you getting pressed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, nigga, let's go viral in this motherfucker. It's I am the gifted in this motherfucker. It's I am the gifted in this motherfucker. This
Somebody pull up I Am the Gifted and see what the fuck she got going on. Somebody pull up I Am the Gifted. I want to see how if she got a video for that boy.
The sim gotta find
Let's
us
see what she
from
say.
it.
Let's see what she say, man. I am gifted in this motherfucker. I'm thinking she just want her name to be out. Goddamn shit. Y'all better follow I Am Gifted. You know how many people watching this nigga show? If he Tasha K protege, you got to know he got a shitload of followers. So
So
she's
this is
saying
at the
her
Diddy time?
motherfucking name, her Instagram or social tag, whatever, in this man video. Yeah. That's a good promo. I ain't gonna hold you.
smack me, nigga. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I see you in your pink, and I see you in your black, and I see you in your white.
Shut your dirty ass
Who's
up.
dirty, nigga? I'm cleaning the whistle.
Look at you, bitch.
Cleaning the
I'm not
whistle.
arguing with you.
I'm cleaning the motherfucking whistle, nigga. I'm cleaning the mother.
This
See, Jared, why she arguing? Why she following this man,
say
bro? Come
what?
on, man. I say,
What you
why
say,
she
DJ?
following this man? Why she following this man?
Man.
You got, and that's what I'm saying. See, girls gotta understand. See, you can do all that with a straight man because a straight man not gonna hit you. You get what I'm saying? And I ain't saying nothing wrong. I'm not saying that what he doing is correct or, you know what I'm saying? Because we wouldn't do that shit.
But what I'm saying is, in them gay men's mind, they feel like they're obligated to have, because they feel like they're women, bro. You feel what I'm saying? And then too, I'm gonna push back on the most men are not jumping in when they seeing a woman get hit or get beat on. It depends on the severity of how that man beating on the woman. You get what I'm
Anytime this
saying?
little
I'm
nigga
just
was sitting
saying,
on
Drip.
top of her, whooping her, bro.
So if that was happening, most men, well, my niggas and us, we would have hopped in and be like, bro, that's a female. You get what I'm saying? That's a female, family. Tripping. You got your point out, get off the type shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Bruh, I ain't
But
thinking none of that. If any nigga sitting on top of this old ass lady punching the dog shit out of her, bruh,
yeah, we gotta whoop them. We
bro
gotta whoop
tried
them.
to
You right, Drip? We gotta whoop
tombstone this nigga ass. I ain't lying, boy. It was bad. I ain't gonna hold you like that. Damn near tried to get my brother for charges, but he was like, no, sir. Like, then everybody started vouching, speaking up. No, oh no, he helped her. He helped her. While I was just in the cut waiting. Like, if this little nigga get away, I'm on his motherfucking shit list. Like, what? Nigga, I don't condone none of that bullshit. Nigga, you not finna be beating up on no goddamn woman, nigga. And then she was old, bro. Bro, I'm saying 50, bro. She had to been damn near, bro. Bro, she was old, bro. You could tell she was just old. And you talking about you need to stop following my mama. And the nigga had to been 30 something years old, bro. It wasn't no low 17, 18-year-old nigga. This a grown ass nigga. You got me fucked up, boy. I wish a bitch would. I wish a bitch would. Nigga, you crazy. Nigga, drip slapping something. Nigga, I'ma slap the fuck out that little punk. I ain't lying, boy. You got me fucked up, boy. I don't condone that shit. We never will. And if y'all think that nigga cool till he slapped the shit out of one of you motherfuckers, that's cool too. Don't look over here. I'm be like, shit, your ass said whatever happened, huh? Let him pop your ass in the mob and bleed your shit. Yeah, we gonna see if he's still a man or a she-man or whatever the fuck they call this motherfucker. We
Not
gonna
a
see.
she-man.
We gonna see then. But the fact that
I don't
y'all
want
going
to
with
hear
that shit is
about
crazy.
him crying.
Nah, she gonna make up something else to say. That's all. Shit,
You know,
boy,
I was about to say,
I know
you know,
better
I was
now.
about to say, but
I
I was about to
know
say them
better now.
twiddling fingers always twiddling, ain't they?
Boy, I'm
They
talking
don't even,
about shit.
I don't even think they got a brain at this point. They just be going on their own,
Shit.
man.
Just cause he got that little punk little twist shake, rattle, and roll. Oh, he can make it. Boy, that's crazy. Ain't no. Yeah, we watch him. Yeah, y'all protecting the fucking abuser. I like when that shit happen. Yeah, she over here
Oh, I'm
smacking,
sorry.
loud mouth ass, crunch mouth, pop rock eating ass.
Let me
The
mute
fuck?
myself. Sorry.
Close your goddamn eye when you eating shit. That's
Big
crazy
ass
work.
crunch. Frito eating ass.
Yeah,
No,
Frito
it's the
lay ass, little
queso
pistol starter,
ruffles.
like
Sorry.
Dorito
Captain
eating ass.
Captain Cruncher Pants.
Yeah. Fuck you talking about? On your ass. What up, Ferg?
Y'all a mess.
But nah, that shit crazy, bro. Like, this is insane work, bro. Like, I was not expecting the chat to say that. I swear to God, I was not. I was fucking not. Because you can't make no exception for a real nigga and a gay. No, sir. They still men. No matter how you put that. If they license say M, they are a male. You can look
I
at the
wasn't. I
aesthetics all
wasn't
you want
saying
to.
that.
It's
I
just
Hey,
was
not
just
gonna
look,
saying
happen.
it's
hey,
okay.
Drip, I ain't even gonna lie to you, right? So, this what had happened, right? So, this one nigga, yo, try to take my name. Oh, like, yo, your name, his real name, something like Ty, something like that, for real, right? But yo, try to say your name was Trey, and yo, you feel what I'm saying, Zesty for real, right? So we was in the same. I said, hey, yo, bro, I said, so what's your mother name? Yo was like, yo said, I said, so that's what we gonna call you from now on. Your name ain't that, not around me. Say, when you around me, we calling you by your real name. Fuck all that.
God.
Yo was mad as a bitch. I swear to God. But when he was up, when yo around, yo, you call him by his real name. Fuck that.
So do
Nah,
you
nigga,
feel
we
that
don't do
way,
that zesty shit.
Mr. Trey? Do you feel that way about all the black people in the black communities that rename their
Arrested, shut
children
up.
nicknames? You know, Lil
Do something
Nene and
about
all
it.
this.
Man, you're gonna be the first one running.
You know what?
Get out
And
that
that's
check.
I'm just
and
Get
that's
out
asking.
that
These
check.
exactly why.
motherfuckers got the
And that
game
hold on, wait.
fucked up.
And that's exactly why the nigga in that video that looked like yo was doing that to Shorty for real, because you thinking that you can give him a different nickname. You think
No,
that you can
I
you
didn't.
can call that man she. What's wrong with y'all? That's
Drip
not no
and
No,
Will.
she.
I
That's a
never, I
he.
never, I never made it whatever my opinion
That's
was
why
about
I
him.
love her.
I didn't. I said if that person is provoking you, it to me doesn't matter if
You
it's a male
talking
or a
about
female.
Oh my
You talking about
God.
little
All I
Juju?
said
You talking
was
about
I
little
see
Juju
that
from
you
up the
ain't
if
street?
you're
shit.
Oh, you talking
provoking,
about
I
little
didn't say
That is
Pee-wee?
anything
funny.
about him being a man or a woman. I
That
didn't say
is
that. So
funny.
stop.
Man,
I
listen.
said,
Yeah,
I
their
said if you're
nickname.
provoked, she was provoking him. That's what I
Oh
said. Don't get it
shit,
twisted.
boy.
No, listen. If your nickname,
It's I
I
was
don't
joking,
care.
Trey Trey. It's not
Yeah,
serious. I promise I was
I was
joking.
about to say, no, I don't care if your name little Duke, little
See.
fart. You feel what I'm
Your
saying? No,
fart
none of
is
that.
crazy.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? I don't care
I used to
what
call
your
my
name
youngest son
is.
Fart. He used to get so mad
Did
when I used to
you?
do that
Oh
shit.
God.
Yeah,
Come
you
here,
calling
Fart.
that shit
Everybody on this
public?
panel got a nickname.
Nah,
Listen.
I ain't calling
You
him that
calling
in
that
public,
shit
just at the
public?
house.
Oh, I'm finna
Nah,
say,
just at the house. Cause he used to
bro.
fart all the
I
time.
used to say drip
I
and
can't.
wheel. I already know, Science. That's why I fuck with you,
I
boy.
cannot.
I'm my real nigga radio. But nah, that's crazy though. Like, I don't want to see no nigga get beat. I mean, no goddamn nigga beat up on no fucking woman. Get straight or elemental P. You know what I'm saying? Obtuse or whatever you want to call that
I
shit.
don't like
That's
saying
crazy.
niggas getting beat up by a woman either. What you talking about? I don't
Nah,
like saying either
but
one of them.
but you know that's kind of rare. But it's some women that didn't. Boy, look, let me tell you, I didn't seen some. Boy, I'm talking
Hey,
about
Drip,
it's embarrassing. Just wow.
women beating men up nowadays ain't rare no more, bro.
It's probably
It's
more.
all
It's
over the
more.
place.
It's
It's
more. It's
all over
more.
the
It's more.
place.
It's
All
more.
I'm saying, I was
It's
about to say
definitely more.
you got shiesty bum man, stop riding around robbing niggas and shit. So you
Little
know,
obtuse.
oh, I'm saying.
No, for shit show. Boy, look at here. This shit crazy, boy. Mm-mm-mm. Shanika, how you feeling? You all right over there?
Yeah, I'm cool.
You a little triggered?
No, I'm not triggered at all. I would like for everybody to go ahead and hit that like button and make sure y'all subscribe to this channel, the Content Plug, and the Hideout. We at 47. We need 50. Come through. Also, what's up with the super stickers? Can we get a
Super
couple super
sticker.
stickers in the building? Like the super chats looking a little skimp. It'd be nice if you support your interests. For me.
Clearly, I don't ask enough. Clearly, my
Hey,
bad.
I'm a ask. I don't care. Let me get that. Closed mouths don't get fed. You want
Nah,
me to play that video? Drop a 99-cent super sticker. That's how you control the show, apparently, right? Because if you pay, then you in control, ain't it? Ain't that what they say, Drip?
shit, not over here. Shit, ain't
Oh.
nobody controlling shit.
I don't know.
Got it.
Drip. They might be controlling over there now, dog. I don't know.
Oh, nah, They
I
think they
thought
control.
that's what they were saying out there in the streets.
Look,
Who? They
nigga,
control what? Who
like big
control
drip
what?
ain't been like big drip ain't being how tied up like
Yeah.
Free
Not,
Willy or
Don't
not
get me
about
you
started.
hear me?
you.
That nigga say hog tied.
I'm not talking about you as an
What's the big
individual. I'm just saying
big whale? What's the big whale name? Drip. What's his name? Yeah,
Oh,
how tied
shit.
up, baby. You hear me?
Oh, for real.
yes, come through, Don. Boo
Oh, shit.
boo. The
Oh,
99-cent
my God.
super sticker. Thank
Go back mountain.
you. Appreciate
Oh,
it. Yes. And you're through. So let's see the rest of this altercation.
So,
That's what I'm saying.
I know.
Move. No, you can talk as long as you don't touch me. So just don't touch me.
You know I'm a talk.
Baby,
You know
listen,
I'm a
you're
talk.
broke.
You know I'm a talk.
Bitch, I'll slap you with $100, bitch. Get the fuck out of my face.
Pussy ass bitch. You a crack me, nigga. Slap me, nigga. Slap me, nigga. Let's wake this shit the fuck up.
Mind you, I don't know who this is.
You thought
Bitch, I don't know you.
You thought I was feeling you?
Your breath.
Oh my gosh. I gotta love New Yorkers. That's why they at, right? Oh no, she.
Is.
You thought I was feeling you?
Bitch, I don't know you.
You thought I was feeling you?
Your breath stink, bitch.
Oh, bitch. You thought I was feeling you? You thought I was feeling you? Oh,
She's
okay.
clearly trying to go viral.
Yeah, let's go viral. Let's go viral.
It's already
Let's go
viral.
viral.
You went viral.
I'm that bitch.
How do you
Because
feel?
I'm that bitch.
No.
I feel great. I feel fantastic. How y'all doing? Y'all cool?
Well, I know her throat was hurting after that, boy. It just sounded like it hurt. Shout out to Coach Ferd with the $2 super chat. He said, I got my retirement plus interest today. Thank you for letting us be a part of your 15 so we know how you roll. And you through.
I be getting money, time fall out. Shorty like the way that I ball out. You talk cash, though I go fall out.
Shout out to Shiesty Bun with the $1.99 super sticker. Get him, Black.
Get him black, get him black, get him black, get him black. I play get him right, tighten up, get right, get him black, tighten up. Come on, get him right, tighten up, come on.
And you through. I definitely appreciate y'all coming through with the support. Appreciate you. Twos and fews that just let me know you give a fuck. Because you ain't have to get nothing. And that's a fact. So I appreciate that. Make sure y'all go ahead and tap in. And you see it on the banner. You see the new channel. That's pretty much going to be a little smoke show. So, you know, make sure you come through on the weekends, Friday through Sunday. We at the Hideout. And then Monday through Thursday, we back to regular programming. You could be ratchet at the Hideout. No rules other than no doxing and no talking about people's kids. Other than that, it's a whatever. But yeah, definitely appreciate the support. Everybody that's rocking with us. Let's see how this go. We out here fighting. All right, Chanel.
Okay, you good?
Y'all cool? We outside. Is y'all cool?
That's why I don't go live out. That's why I don't go live out here.
Yes, please. Don't
But that's what I'm saying. I don't go live out here.
See, that's what I'm saying. Why baby girl keep saying
This is
something, man?
crazy.
She keep moving.
I don't fuck. Okay. Okay, bye. It's crazy out fucking.
Mad at me because I got on Inside Edition.
I don't know who the fuck. These people are crazy. I don't fucking know. This lady just. Yeah, she just started. Whoever. No, this lady just started following me trying to go viral on my YouTube.
Okay, I thought it was gonna be like some fist fighting. Okay, well I guess that wasn't so bad. Or did they fist fight and it just wasn't shown in this clip? I don't know, but definitely want to give a huge shout out. Huge shout out to Robin M with the $4.99 super sticker. I thought I highlighted it. Oh, okay, there go. Definitely appreciate that support. Love it when y'all rock with us. Get them Black.
I be getting money, time fall out. Shorty like the way that I ball out. You talk cash, though I go fall out.
Yes, definitely appreciate that support. Appreciate y'all for rocking with us. Let's go. Drop the Discord link in the chat, BJ. What we being messy by? Oh, DBZ. Yeah, you done missed it, girl. We done been all over the place being messy. But right now, we talking about Armand Wiggins getting into it with this lady outside the courthouse. I thought he dropped hands on her, so that's what we were arguing about. Like, men putting their hands on women versus LGBT men putting their hands on women. Is it a difference? Do they get a pass? The answer is yes. And you through. Hold on, how long was this?
That's crazy. You know what's crazy? This reminds me of something that the president did a long time ago, right? So I had a female co-host, and she was saying the same shit. She was like, "Y'all don't deserve our protection," but like they basically was saying the same shit today. Like, men of a certain type of different sexuality, whatever, they get passed. So president, this nigga go live with a wig on. That nigga said, "I deserve y'all protection now. I am now gay." That shit had me dying, dog. That shit had me dying. But it is hypocrisy, and it's low key not funny. Because if he had smacked one of y'all, I feel like y'all would want us to speak up for y'all. Y'all want to be like, "Oh, that nigga gay. He cool."
She might have had a weapon. Oh no, shit.
But
She
most
will
women not
follow
really
him.
pulling up. She didn't even hit, bro. She just talking. When women just be talking like this, I would have put my headphones in, listen to some rock music, spark the blunt. I would have ignored her ass. He acting sassy and shit. I don't know.
See, but that's the thing. See, we ain't gonna say nothing because we mean. You know what I'm saying, D-Line? But a gay nigga gonna go right back and forth with the nigga with her. You get what I'm saying? Like he gonna do all that recording, all that lame shit, say shit back to her. You know what I'm saying? Your breath stank. I wouldn't even thought no shit. I wouldn't even been able to thought up no shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's all I'm saying, D-Line. But did he hit her? Did he actually beat her up?
I don't know.
I
He
don't
didn't in
think I
this
don't think
particular
they
video.
fought.
Oh.
I don't think they fought. I don't think he really would do something like that. Like the nigga really professional.
Yeah.
From what I know about him, you know what I'm saying? But that's all I do know about him is he a professional podcaster.
Oh well,
That's
he
all I
ain't gonna
know.
hit her.
Yeah,
I
I don't
thought we
think
was gonna
he
watch
cut like
somebody
that.
get beat up.
Well,
No,
they
I
don't
ain't.
really be showing like fighting
Yeah.
like that on Facebook anyway. But I
You gotta
mean
find that shit on
Facebook,
Twitter.
YouTube. But yeah, I don't know. I thought that they were saying that they actually like got into a fight and that he beat her up. Or maybe
Did,
He
mixing up the
stomped the
stories.
face and
did she swing on him first?
Let me look.
yeah, he stomped the face and he did the Molly Wop, all types of, you feel what I'm saying? He had hit her with the I ain't
The
gonna
the
lie
the,
to you. They
the
they was on round 3. My man put himself in a crane position and karate kicked the shit out of him. I'm trying to
So he was just going up, down, square, triangle, over. That nigga was in down doing all the moves, huh? Ah
That's
man,
funny.
poor baby girl.
Yeah. But yeah, everybody just keep your hands to yourself.
That's a
At the
fact.
end of the day, like
That's what we grew up on. Keep your
it's
hands to yourself.
just not even worth it. And to be honest, you can kind of just shut up too.
Yeah, nah, facts. Yeah, facts. But you know,
Like,
Shaniqua, see, men look at gay men still as men. You get what I'm saying? That's why I'm thinking like niggas won't jump in on gay men because they understand they gotta fight this gay man like a man and don't lose to no gay man. Oh man, it's
don't
ugly.
want to get embarrassed like that. Hell no.
He really put them hands on you. Oh my gosh.
yeah, I remember when I was in high
You
school,
know them
like,
gay niggas fight hard than a bitch. Them niggas fight
yeah, that's what I was
hard.
saying. When I was in high school, we had some gay people at our school, and they came to school dressed in the garments that they felt they belonged in, and there used to be a lot of fights, and they used to be thumping. It was one at our school that was notorious. His hands were notorious. Like, yeah, you could talk shit to lawyer, but you better not try and fight him because he gonna tear your ass up. Like,
See what I'm saying, Nick?
but it
And
wasn't.
then
It wasn't like. But it wasn't a whole bunch of gay men fighting girls like that though. Like they
no,
used
no,
to
I
get in
got
their
you. Yeah.
fighting and arguing matches. Like, you know what I'm saying? They used to chop them down with their words. They wasn't fighting like that. So that's interesting, for me to hear y'all say, like, in y'all particular areas, it's not uncommon for gay men to fight women, and it's not really even, you know,
It's not uncommon for gay men to fight women, and it's not uncommon for dykes to fight men.
Child.
oh. Mm. Yeah, I can't really speak on that because I ain't really hang around studs like that. So I don't know their lifestyle. Um, and I wasn't like, at gay clubs or events or, things like that to just be around them to know that much. The girls that I knew that were gay were like lipstick lesbians, like, you know what I'm saying? And we're in private environments, like I'm going to their house type shit. Like, so yeah. I don't know. I can't say I've seen a lot of that, but I'm not gonna say that it don't happen. I'm sure it does. I'm sure it does.
Man, shit, you got certain motherfuckers knockout. I'm trying to tell you, man. Look,
I
I'm
just
mad do y'all research, so I'm trying to tell you, man. Hey, look,
that's
shout out to Auntie, you feel what I'm saying? R.I.P., you feel what I'm saying? I'm talking about some, she was known for knocking out niggas.
yikes.
On God.
That's crazy.
Known for knocking out niggas. They killed her. They couldn't fight her. I'm trying to tell you. It was a fact. I really come from a family of fighters. Like, I ain't lying to you. Like, females, males, all that. Like, yeah, that's what we did.
Hmm. I mean, I get it. It is what it is. Like, but yeah, I just prefer not to see men and women fighting, because even if it's like the stud and the man, like, and I know it's some women out there that can score up with men and get them a run for their money. You know what I'm saying? But I
Shit, I
yeah,
got an aunt that's 6'5", damn near like 240. She a beast. What you talking about? I'm trying to tell you. Trying to tell you. It get crazy.
I was raised in fighting environments, so I'm just like all the way on the other side of the spectrum at this point. Like, and I recently got here. Like, this ain't no. I've been here all my life, but just as of lately, I've been one of those I'ma walk away when you start raising your voice type shit, because I just already know shit can go all the way left, and I just really don't even have the time, energy, or the finances to be wasted on that bullshit. So yeah, and then with men especially, like, yeah, because I done, I've admitted that I done put my hands on a man, but this is like high school, to be fair, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, still don't make it right. Like, but I done been one of those that'll fight anybody, it don't matter. And yeah, I had to, that shit right there is just not it. Like, no. Thankfully though, nobody ever fought me back. Thank goodness. But now it's the new day and age. And ladies, we gotta keep our hands to ourselves. And we still gotta watch what we say to some of these dudes, because boy, some of these dudes, you say the wrong thing, they gonna snap, crackle, and pop your behind. Like, they just be safe. I mean, y'all do what y'all want to do, because that's what we were talking about earlier. Do what you want to do, but just please, it's dangerous.
Just know if you make it out that
Take
situation,
precaution.
you're going to be,
Take
I was about to
precaution.
say, when you make it out that situation, the first thing you're going to think to yourself is, damn, that was my fault. Trying to tell you.
Leave and then talk shit over the phone. Like, call them and then cuss somebody and say what you want to say, but don't say it while you standing in their face. Because you taking a risk. I'm not saying that they right or that they have the right to put their hands on you because of something that they said. I'm not protecting them. They deserve to go to jail and face whatever criminal charges that they will get for putting their hands on you. But I'm just saying, like, just please, let's be safe and watch what we say around these new age niggas because they don't care. They wasn't raised to keep their hands to themselves. They were
Man,
raised
look,
by women that was telling them if that girl put her hands on you, you hit her back.
y'all driving JP crazy. Look, he said he was walking away. Don't follow his ass down the street talking that shit now. Trying to tell you. That's that man. Look, don't do it.
What HCB said, if they feel emasculated, they could snap, and that's a fact. But yeah. So I feel like we have pretty much drug this horse, and I appreciate the conversation. Like I feel like some good things came out. You know, it's always good to have dialogue and just get a different perspective. Um, I would like for us to have a more factual situation where we can kind of assess how somebody handled something in a more positive way, where we didn't come across as victim blaming. And, I'm going to scour the internet and see if I can find some type of videos to, help us with that. Because I think that, yeah, we can do better with the way that we communicate to people. And, I definitely don't want to come across as a type of person that's blaming someone for something that they've experienced, any form of trauma, especially. But at the same time, I feel like we have to definitely educate ourselves, as Chanel said earlier, with things that would assist us in making better decisions so that we don't have to add more trauma and trials and tribulations than life already gives us naturally. Why walk into the fire? Go around that shit. Because when you get burnt, it's going to hurt. And you gonna have to go through that healing process and and scabbing and we don't want to go through that if we don't have to. And that's the whole point. Like we just trying to figure out a way to find that balance where we can have a teachable moment without making you feel like shit. But I feel like just naturally you gonna kind of feel like shit already because a lot of people beat themselves up over the mistakes that they make. And that's why it feels like a dog pile when you come in saying like, yeah, you could have did a little better. So I get it. But what can we say? How can we do it? That's what
Uh,
I wanted us to talk about. Go ahead, Trey.
yeah, I was about to say, in my opinion, 90% of protection is preventative. It's taking preventative measures, right? The rest of the 10%, the rest of the 10% is, hey, I mean, shit. Sometimes it's sometimes you gotta get down with the get down because you ain't really got no choice. That's the other 10%. But 90% of protection is taking preventative measures. And if you are putting yourself in dangerous situations, you have to take self accountability for that. That's all. That's basically all I got.
Okay, well, on that note, you can go ahead and my bad. And on that note, you can go ahead and drop your final thoughts unless you want to say
That
that
was that
final
was my
thought.
final. Yeah, that was my final thoughts. 90%. I was
Okay.
about to say protection is 90% of protection is taking preventative measures. That's what it is.
That. And you through. P-Town, you still up here with us? I know you being a family man too, so you kind of be in and out, so I get that. Drip, you up here? Mm. Okay. So me and Trey gonna rock out with our cock out. I don't have a cock, but it's obviously again been a very interesting conversation. I feel like I kind of said everything I wanted to say earlier, before you spoke, Trey. But yeah, like yeah, we wait, hold on. Yeah, we get that, DB, and we acknowledge that everybody doesn't necessarily put themselves in a dangerous situation. It's some fucked up people out here, and them niggas need to be under the jail. Absolutely. Like I feel like
I
what's
said 90. I said 90%. 90%. And you got
I
the
feel
10% that's going on. Because if I was about to say, think about it. Violence don't happen to a regular civilian and innocent people all the time, every single day. Oh, woe is me. Now that's like, you know what I'm saying? Most of the time that's like a one-up situation in your life. You know what I mean? Like I say, that's the 10%, 90% of your life you was going around, you know, walking around doing what you needed to do. And then, you know, sometimes problems are going to find you. That's just life. You can't walk away from problems. Like that's why 90% of protection is preventative. The other 10%, you got the fight, flight, freeze. What? Yeah, that's the other 10%. Yeah.
HCB, I get what you're saying, right? The consequences are the accountability. Don't twist it. I get that to a certain extent, but I just think that it's dangerous when people think that the consequences are not their fault, and then they continue to make those same choices that put them in dangerous situations. You have to be able to understand why you got that particular consequence and what actions you can take or not take to avoid those said consequences again in the future. Because if we're not learning from the consequences, we're just keeping up this cycle of poor decisions. And we got to at some point mature and grow. And so that's all I'm saying. Let's just have a conversation on how we can lead someone towards the path of maturity. Or do I just have to sit back and just keep saying, hey, you know, watch out, watch out, watch out. Sorry that happened to you. I'm here to support you. You know, just try to watch out. Hey, you know, and just let them keep going through it over and over until they, you know, get it themselves, or just not even say watch out. Just be like, I'm sorry that happened to you. And then just keep letting them,
Man,
you
you
know,
gotta love people from a distance sometimes, because
you gotta just keep
watching other people hurt themselves after you tell them not to do it, that shit hurts you. You keep being around them. That's what I'm trying to tell people. Like, I see, people be thinking that they can just keep making these crazy decisions over and over and over again, and it don't affect the people that's closest to them. It absolutely does. When you get hurt physically, emotionally, that hurts the people that's around. That the people that's around you also feel that too. So if they telling you not to do this and you still gonna do this, you feel what I'm saying? And the people that's actually close to your inner circle, you know what I'm saying? For most people, that's their immediate family. You know what I mean? Your inner circle start to, you know what I'm saying, like the deteriorate from you. You got to look in the mirror, and that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, and I feel like, is there any consideration given towards that person that has to be a witness? Because anecdotally speaking,
Absolutely not.
I've
Absolutely
been
not.
in that situation where I've had to watch this girl get her ass whooped. And she kept going back, kept going back, kept going back. And then it's like after every time she get her ass whooped, now she calling me. And I gotta see this shit and process it visually. That shit affects me. It tears me down to see her like this, laid up in this hospital bed and all fucked up, black dot, this, that, other, whatever. Like, it scares me because I'm like, this man is going to unalive you. And it's like, I just gotta sit and watch it. Like, and she gonna do what she wanna do. And it's just like, damn, man, that sucks, because we be wanting better for ourselves. And it's like, I just gotta sit here and just watch you. Because if I say anything, if I try to talk to you like, hey, you know, maybe you can do a little better for yourself, or, you know, whatever, anything that I say, I'm blaming you. I mean, it's what
That's
it is.
that
What up,
not
Coach
wanting
Berg? I want to let
accountability
you go
at
ahead and
all. My
get
bad.
yours in, because I know you've been listening.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
What's
I'm
up,
sorry,
coach?
yeah. What's up now? Yeah, y'all had an interesting little 30 minutes. I was working in my yard, but just on this last point about going through situations and trying to avoid situations, always learn you know.
You start chopping up like T-Pain.
Okay, I'm over here trying to look at my computer.
Yeah, no, you start chopping up like T-Pain.
If I can see you hear me? I'm chopping up.
Yeah, you chopping up.
Okay, it sounds a little better now.
I'm chopping up.
All right, I was about to say, I think you good now.
I mean, just watching. Some people, I hear people Well, if you ain't been through it, you're gonna learn from it. I watch the result of somebody else to know not to do something. That's how that's how I learned not to do drugs. Like I'm seeing the results of people out here actually engaging in it. So no, I'm not gonna do it. I saw what happened when dudes would steal cars. No, I seen it. And if you my friend, well, it was a time where we talked you off the ledge. If we saw you was going to do some stupid stuff, we a lot of times, when I was coming up, me and my friends would sort of talk each other off the ledge. Like, man, don't do it. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth your freedom. It ain't worth your life. But again, as times changed, as we became young adults, people were put in positions to make adult decisions with a child's mind. And they don't always know how to process that and go through it. So they'll do some dumb shit. Yeah, you make a mistake. But when you do it 2 or 3 times, it's no mistake. It's your lifestyle. And it's unfortunate that it takes a lot of people into their 30s and 40s to realize their life been fucked up based off their own decision. And even then, people still blame somebody 20 years ago when we all come to that space where I want to be better. I want better. Well, a lot of people say they want better. But again, life is about putting in the work. I never thought that I could retire at 54 if I didn't put in the work. I didn't focus on money. I just focused on the skill. And the skill allowed me to get the money. And it comes at the right time, So, and just the last thing about this little guy fighting, hey, man, listen. When you get ready to fight at one of them dudes, you better look down at his shoes first. If you wear a size 12, 13, he going to put all that 13 on you. And it ain't going to be no contest. Me, I grew up with sisters. I'm going to put your ass in a full Nelson, take you down to the ground, then I'm going to run. I ain't not going to hit you. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to run around the car. I'm going to run. Call me what you want, whatever. But I'm not going to fight you. And I'm not going to let somebody fight, somebody that's dear to me. Now, today, I might yell it from my car, hey, man, get off of her. Then I'm going to call 911. I'm letting the police do their job. I'm not trying to run over her and be Superman, you know what I'm saying? Unless they running towards me and I might forearm a nigga. But other than that, I'm just going to let the people do their job. That's what they get paid for. I'm not wrinkling my clothes. I'm not getting no scratches. That's on my face. My goal is when I leave home is to make it back home safe and sound. So I got responsibility. So I'm not trying to jeopardize that based off how I feel about some shit. No. So.
That's how niggas get killed every day, Coach Ferd.
Hey, well, they better make better. That's what I'm saying.
Try and play Superman out here.
But see, that's one of the default mechanisms for men. We want to be savers in a sense. It's just innate in us. We want to save somebody. We want to be the hero in it. And a lot of times we don't think about it. We just caught up in the emotion of it. And then when it may cost you in that split second. We see what happened, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of times, just my last thing, when family members that's fighting, always getting into it with guys, you really can't protect them too much. Because when you done got your emotions in it, then you going over and do something, you don't know what he'll do. Then 2 weeks later, they back together and you sitting over like, well, damn. And then you go questioning them. Well, damn, I thought that. Well, we all right now. We was, then you still mad at this motherfucker the rest of your life. Then he still might be happy. So listen, let the people do their job. You can do that shit anonymously. You ain't got to let nobody know. Because if I see you on some bullshit around my shit, I'm a 911 your ass and get you up to me. Because I'd rather get you out. I say to my students all the time, you rather get the leader off the streets so you can make your plan. You don't want to have him running the streets wreaking havoc on everybody. Yeah, I'm a snitch. I'm going to wait till that reward money come out and send no anonymous letter. And I'm going to be packing up like, yeah, I'm moving to Texas. So.
You through.
with the 50 grand.
That's funny because it made me think about a situation, and that's why I say like it's crazy when you um because it felt like you was talking about my family. I was gonna say like, how don't be talking about my people, because that's the shit that happened. As far as what I experienced and saw growing up a lot, and it gets real weird because it's like, nah, you taking up for her, you got an attitude with him, then she go back to him, and now he looking at you sideways, and she over there on his side, and you the only one left on her side, and she not even on her own side. Now you look stupid. Cause I
Looking
done
dumb
sat
like
here,
duh.
yeah, like I done sat here and stood up for you, and now this man really hate me, and here you go, bringing him around. I cannot. It's crazy because it's like you don't want to give up on people. You really don't, but it's like it just seems like I have no other choice.
I was about to say it's either you going to let them go or you going to watch them kill themselves, or my bad, you going to watch them get themselves deleted, or you going to watch somebody else delete them. You know what I mean? I
Or
mean that's just
or
what it is.
or worse, you get deleted by association.
I
You ain't never
mean,
seen them stories on live. I mean, on TV. The boyfriend or is abusive, and then he go and beat up the homegirl because he thinks she lying to protect her friend. Yeah, or unalive her because he mad. Like, wait a minute, wait
I
a
was
minute.
about to say, I mean, look at your boy Tory. You feel what I'm saying? Got caught up in a situation that ain't really
Yeah,
had nothing to do with him.
I
You
try
feel what
to
I'm
break up
saying?
y'all
Then
fight. He gonna beating me up. Like, wait a minute, wait a
time,
minute.
you sitting in jail
I didn't sign
trying
up for this.
trying to get into something that ain't had nothing to do with you in the first place, because that was way deeper than him.
That's wow. Like, I mean, child. But it is what it is. Depending on how much you care about them and love them and want them in your life, just be there to support them whenever any type of traumatic experience occurs, and just try to gently, help them, make better decisions in any way that you can help in a way that they want you to help. Is all I can say, I guess, as a result of this. But it's definitely been a pleasure chopping it up with all y'all. Everybody that hit the panel, everybody that hit the comments and engaged with us, definitely appreciate it. Definitely all love. We love it when y'all here. Make sure y'all come back. We got 49 subscribers on the hideout. We need 50 to go live. Just one person.
Shamika, can I say this before you close out?
Yes, sir.
My questions are on you, you know what I'm saying? And I think you're probably the most logical of all. You don't sort of step outside and look at it from. So that's sort of me, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes when you get your perspective. So, yeah, just wanted to say that.
I appreciate that. Um, Shout out to everybody that sent a cash app to Drip, everybody that sent a super chat or a super sticker. Shout out to Romello, shout out to Dawn, Shiesty Bum, Coach Ferg, Robin. Definitely appreciate the love and support. Let me hit that refresh one more time to see if we got that last person to just come on over to the dark side at the hideout. Okay, we ain't got it. It's okay. Somebody make sure y'all hit it. If you watching the replay, make sure y'all go ahead and subscribe. But yeah, it's definitely been good. Like I said, always love. We're gonna catch y'all on the flip side, and you through.